Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Stocks and Stuff. It is Wednesday night, and the market's hitting all-time highs again, and it is just cruising along. Your Mag 7's flying up there, so let's see what's going to be popping for tomorrow. First, all information here is presented for educational and informational purpose only, not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence. And how are you guys? How is everybody this evening? If anybody's on there, I don't even know. Is it even playing anywhere? That's pretty odd. Usually, like Luis Rodriguez and 20 people are on there already, so I have no idea. Is it even up? Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's there. All right, let's see what's going on this evening. I have no idea what's happening in the market. Let's see what's happening. There's somebody. All right, at least it's working here. Let me know if the feed's working. Usually there's way more people on there by now, so let me kick over there to the heat map, and here we go, everybody. Let's see what's happening. Like I said, your Mag 7's nice and green there. Microsoft, NVIDIA, AVGO is flying. Amazon, Google, Apple, Meta's up there. Oracle, Palantir, all these guys are rocking and rolling. Look at this market right here. Look at Oracle right there. We were talking about that one. That one was flying up there. And Apple and all these guys are cruising along. Your Q's hitting all-time highs. Your SPY's way up here. Look at these things. I mean, it's crazy right now. Look at this market. IWM. These things are rocking and rolling. IWM doesn't look the best, but it should continue to run up there. So we'll see what it has in it tomorrow. And we'll go through our list and see what's going on tonight. So here we go. ONDS right here. That was up a little bit, but nothing too crazy today, as you can see. It was up early, and then it came down, to be honest with you. So I did see that one right there. And let's see what the rest of this list is doing. Like ASTS, that was bumping back up today and trying to move up. And UMAC right here. Let's see what that's up to. That was up $1. That was actually looking real good this morning, actually. That one was flying up. We had called this one in the Discord right there, and it did go cruising. So good old UMAC was a good one there this morning as well. And let's see what Lunar was up to, how it closed out. It was up today, and it did finish up. It had a little bit of pullback. It was running up a little bit more. Redwire right there is looking pretty good. Look at that thing. That looks real good right there for Redwire. And Crosby with the embellishment penalty, he's going to get clipped, chirped hard there. Zachary Stober, there you go. Somebody's on here. Yeah, did you see that with the he's going by with his stick, and he hit him in the face. He acted like he got crushed or something. It was pretty ridiculous. And Crosby's a little bitch boy, I'm not gonna lie. I forgot all about they were playing the highlight from back in the day when he started that whole entire fight with Scotty Hartnell, and then Hartnell had to throw down. Somebody else had to throw down for Crosby because he's a little sissy and wouldn't fight. So yeah, they had to fight his battle. He started this whole entire skirmish out there back in a playoff game. I think it was a playoff game. I'm pretty sure it was. And then, yeah, he just scooted out to the side. So he is a little bitch boy, Crosby. I don't care. He's good. He's a good hockey player, but he's a little girl. When it comes to hockey players, he's not your ideal tough guy. Let's put it that way. Most guys are ready to throw down and fight. Not Crosby. Said the kid. He said the kid. He's running to the bench and hiding behind somebody. So yeah, there you go, Zachary Stober. He's gonna get crushed tonight. I'm telling you right there. Trying out the show on YouTube. There you go. And he's definitely soft. You're not kidding. He is definitely a soft one. And I love hockey. It's on right here. And yeah. Pittsburgh is up 1-0, and they're playing in Philadelphia for Game 3. So I'll keep you guys updated. It's in the first intermission. I've had that on right there. So let's fly through the market, Zachary and everybody else. So sit back, relax, learn about the markets, stocks, and I'll tell you about the Flyers and any of the NHL games going on. I'm sure there's some basketball playoffs as well. We'll go through it. So here we go. Let's rock and roll, everybody. Redwire Rocket Lab right here. That was cruising up today. That had a little rocket early. It doesn't even look bad right there. It's kind of, they're getting to the top, but this market is too. I mean, it's just so hard to tell. Whenever they get up here, you're getting squeezes or you're going to get a dip. You got to be prepared for both of them. So you got to be playing accordingly, obviously. And you got to be, ready for action either which way. So that's what it looks like. But the market does look like it wants to continue to rip. And look at MOB. This one's a monster after yesterday. And Laser right here pulling back a little bit. That one could have a little bit more pullback right there. Nothing crazy. Galaxy's up. And remember, I was saying with Bitcoin and everything and all these guys rocking and rolling, I was surprised it wasn't popping yesterday. But Bitcoin is up. and everything else is looking good. Bitcoin at 78,366. Solana's at $86. And Cardano's at 24 cents, just under 25 cents right there. And Ethereum's at 2,375. So yeah, market, crypto's still looking great. Markets are obviously ripping. And let's see what's going to be the poppers for tomorrow here. Here's your DXYZ. It was up today right there. And your Sats was down a lot again right there. Look at that. It's hitting that trend line. Let's see if it wants to bounce back up. So watch for that, or it's going to get taken out right there. So keep an eye on that. See if it wants to come all the way down. I'm not so sure it does, but it is pulling back in the after hours, so we'll have to keep an eye on SATS right there. And what about your critical metals right here? Cruising back up, looking pretty good. A couple of these are looking pretty good, actually. Oh, that's not USAR. Here's USAR right here. If I type it in correctly, there's USAR. That was looking good right there. Look at that bad boy. USAR looking really good. UAMY, that one's looking pretty good. I mean, it is setting up, curling up, looking nice right there. So keep an eye on that one right there. And that could be a good play for tomorrow right there. NMP's been running up. It's just continuing. Your 4Us, Luis Rodriguez is up and not looking bad. Look at that thing cruising along. That should have some more momentum right there for you. And let's see what your ASPI is up to right here. ASPI up a little bit. That looks really good to continue up too. So a lot of these look really good right there. And there you go, laptop travel. Yeah, look at Zachary. He's on that. He said he's trying out the YouTube tonight. Is the X feed not working? I don't even know. It seems like the numbers are a little lower, but it looks like it's on there. I have no idea, but who cares? We'll do our show anyway, and we'll be cruising and checking out the market, checking out the Flyers game. Zachary's hanging out. That's all that matters right there. Laptop travels there. I'm sure Luis Rodriguez will be hopping on at some point. It seems like there might be an issue. Usually he's right. He usually posts a list before I even get on. And the cannabis place, I was going to get to that laptop travel. I forgot to write it down. Let me talk about that too in 1 second. Let me just look at a couple more of these burner right here, and then we'll go straight into cannabis stocks. Because you're right, laptop travel. You guys know what I said, but look at these couple real quick. Burn it down here. Looks like it's trying to get set up. Remember, we were talking about this nuclear right here. It was up pretty good. Remember what I said? It did look good. Oklo, that was cruising too. Remember a little healthy pullback and a dip and rip right there. Jesus, that was right on point. And SMR, look at that one cruising. So we talked about them last night and even said they didn't look that bad right there, especially NKLR and EOSE right here. Look at this thing. Looks like it's getting ready to curl up and run up a little bit more right there. How about your Gush? Because Gush was moving your oil and gas. Look at that curling up. Will it get through? I'm not sure, but it is curling up right there. The Flyers game did start back, and Penguins, they're in the second period. It just started, and they are playing in Philly. And Boyle just kind of hanging out, but natural gas not looking perfect. It was looking a little bit better the other day. What about your United Healthcare right there? It's trying to run back up at the moment, and MOH was up a little bit. I did see that kind of bouncing around right there. What's Oscar closed like? It was up. That was just bouncing around too. It doesn't look bad. It's in the top. I'd be careful with that one. UNH don't look so bad right there. And then your RGTI right here was up a little bit, and that looks like it could be, I don't even know. That looks like it's like sitting there. Let's look at the rest of these. That could curl off the MACD. QBT wasn't bad today. It looks like it's trying to run up into the top right there. QMCO, that was up a little bit. Yeah, it's sitting above that trend line still, so just kind of hanging out. Here's your D-Wave. I know that was up, and that looks like it's setting up. So your quantum ones look pretty good. Look at QSI right there. That looks really good, guys. Keep an eye on QSI. That one's looking healthy. IONQ had been running up, had that little pullback day, and then there you go. It looks like it's staying in the top right there. RCAT was looking pretty good today, too. And there you go. RCAT's going to get ripping, guys. Keep an eye on RCAT. That one's going to continue to run. There's Luis Rodriguez. There's Fly Eagles Fly. Everybody was a little late, I guess, this evening. I don't know. But there's a bunch of people. How are you guys? What did you need? GE caught a small bag of that. That's good old GE Aerospace. And let's see on that dip down there. Let me see what it's up to. Hitting that, it is hitting a trend line right there. Let's take a better look at this GE over here, because some of these aerospace and defense ones did pull back, but will they get set up? Let's look at Lockheed Martin and them guys real quick, get a better idea, because I know they were down. Let's just see what they look like. Is Lockheed's earnings tomorrow? They are certainly tomorrow for Lockheed Martin. Go figure. And it's in the basement. I would watch for Lockheed Martin to try to bounce tomorrow, guys, and these guys try to run back up right here. That's what I'm saying, just based off the charts, knowing that they have earnings. Huntington Ingalls down at the bottom as well, and getting set up as well right there. Northrop Grumman was down big too, and this thing could easily come out of the basement. I would say, guess what there, Fly Eagles Fly. Keep an eye on that GE tomorrow, especially with Lockheed Martin's earnings going tomorrow. Are they usually before the market? I'm not sure. Luis Rodriguez may know. I have no idea. But yeah, I'll have to check that out and see. But let's see if that's before or after the market closes. But yeah, I would say Lockheed Martin earnings, it looks real good right here. It's getting into not looking good because it's it was popping up. It looks good because it was dipping down pretty hard, and it's in the basement. It could pop off. So there you go. With LMT and the Flyers game, I'm telling you, this game is going to be a lot of roughness. They're scrapping it up right there. I'm telling you, Crosby's going to get roughed up too. And yeah, the Flyers are just this is a great game, guys. And if you don't watch hockey and playoff hockey, I talk about it all the time. This is what you want. This is the Battle of Pennsylvania right there with these two teams. They do not like each other. And like I was saying, Sidney Crosby's a little girl. And I know if you're Penguins fans, I'm sorry for that, but he just is. I think you could agree with that as well. He's a great hockey player. I'm not going to say he's not one of the best hockey players. He's an amazing hockey player. He's just a little bitch player. He's not one of the dudes that wants to drop his gloves and scrap it out like most hockey players. Let's put it that way. And so yeah, he starts a lot of nonsense and then can't back it up, and then a lot of his players have to fight for him, and the Flyers do not like that. So it's crazy, but it makes for fun and it makes for a good series. So let's rock and roll and see what else is going on here. Like our cannabis stocks, like we were just saying, Zach and Martone, he is a beast. 19 years old. Kid ain't even 20 years old yet, and he's just a beast over there. I know he's nuts. So ready? Cannabis stocks, guys. Who said, was it Sunday night? I don't even know. I can't remember because I didn't feel well this week, and I don't even know which day I took off and what morning. I can't even remember that. Everything just blended together. But what I definitely said, maybe it was last week. I know I said it in the Discord. I said it on this show too when these things were setting up. But I not say they were going to try to change federally reclassify cannabis? I said that was going to happen, right? And boom, there you go. They talked about it today like it was going to happen. I don't know if it's actually happening today, but they said it could happen. And a regulatory breakthrough is coming in the reclassification of the Tilray other cannabis stock stores. Trump is reported ready to reclassify the substance. So yeah, I literally said that the other night, guys. I know I did. And so we were just talking about all these. I guess I can't look at this thing. I don't pay for Market Watch. Not that I would need to, but there's your Market Watch right there. But yeah, that was the headline right there. That's all I cared about. And the cannabis stocks are popping right there. So your MSOS is popping up, as you could see right there. That was jumping up like over 20%. Tilray was cruising along, not as high, but it was moving. Look at it. And then your Canopy growth looked pretty good. And SNDL right here, that was moving as well. Not as big as them. It's not as big as a big player, but it is a good one. I'm telling you, they're a solid company right there for SNDL. And the reason is because they knew to diversify their portfolio. They didn't go 100% in cannabis. They owned distilleries and brewery companies too. That's what Tilray did. Tilray did the exact same thing. That's why they're a solid company. If you went in 100% cannabis, you know what happened to you? I'll show you exactly what happened to you. This is the biggest cannabis company, Curaleaf, MSO right here. Yeah, it did well today, but guess what? It's an OTC stock. It trades at 382. This thing used to be like worth a fortune, guys. And yeah, I mean, this thing's been beaten down. I mean, it was way down here in the 80s. That's why it ended up as an OTC stock down there. And it is, but it is cruising up. It's one of the bigger it's the biggest MSO. They're the biggest one, Curaleaf. And I'm not going to say they're the best, but they're the biggest. And so they benefited as well, obviously. But again, that's what happens when you go 100% into cannabis industry. You end up on the OTC. That was my point right there. And that's what happened to Curaleaf. And that's why you see these companies not on the OTC. And it seems like Canopy Growth was somehow able to keep themselves above too. I don't know how, but they were. But they've lost a lot of value over the years as well. I mean, look at it. It was up at what, $500. I'm sure they had some reverse splits and stuff like that, but that's what it would have been valued at back then. And so, yeah, these things have taken a beating over the years, all the cannabis stocks. But it looks like cannabis stocks should do good this week. And I did mention that one. I mean, that was pretty timely right there. The things we call on this show are pretty wild. How about AMPX's battery company looking pretty good right there? Starbucks looking pretty good if you like your coffee right there. That looks real good to try to run up. Let's look at our futures right here. Sugar's looking good. I'm telling you guys. Coffee, not bad. Sugar, look at that. That's getting set up to rock and roll. Look at your live cattle. We could have shorted that down to here and had been safe. Cocoa, that's getting ready to run up too as well. And your future, oh wow, look at the Dow Jones down 98. I was about to say 98%. Could you imagine? That would have been great. Not great. That would have been crazy. 0.98%, not even a whole percent there. S&P down 0.88%, and NASDAQ down 0.59%, and your Russell's down over 1%, 1.08. I believe that said. Your Nikkei is kind of down as well, 1%. Threw me off because it's green. I don't know what happened. I guess it closed up and came down. I have no idea. But your VIX is looking a little bit better right there. And like I keep saying, guys, this market's overextended. You got to be careful. When the things are running up like this in the top, you know they're going to have to come down at some point. But I will say one thing. They have a lot of good support up here, and they did get over that. I was talking about it before they got through the down here, before they got through these trend lines. And they did. They got through, and now they're extending themselves up. You might have another big run-up day tomorrow as well, and then possibly maybe a pullback on Friday. People sell the Friday off. We'll see. But tomorrow is not looking bad. I mean, the futures are down, though. I don't understand why, because the market looks pretty good right there, and then your futures are down a little bit. But we'll look at it and see what's going on. What's this say? The U.S. stock closed at record highs as tech-led gains followed an extended U.S. Iran ceasefire and solid earnings easing recent geopolitical and growth concerns. So there you go. Tesla was up for a little bit, and then it came down, Luis Rodriguez. You asked me, you were driving home from work. You said, how'd Tesla do? I said, well, it's up in the after hours. And the next time I looked at it, Luis Rodriguez, it was down. I was like, what the hell happened to Tesla? Look, I'm not lying, Luis Rodriguez. It was definitely up when I saw it. And I guess I saw it in this period. We were talking right around this time, and it was up in the after hours, and then it took a nosedive right there. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but it did pop up and came down. Tesla says on Q1 call, the what the hell? HW 3.0 vehicles do not have the capability for self-driving, signaling much of its fleet may never be fully autonomous. There you go. I know I'm a bad reader. Don't mind me. But anyway, there you go. Tesla is saying that they, I don't even know, but I guess their fleet's not autonomous. I thought they had a good news. I have no idea what happened, guys. So let's see. Again, I can't even read all this stuff. It's all kind of crazy to me, but I thought it was up and then it was down. So anyone, laptop travel, you'll probably know better than me what the hell happened with it. You can tell me. I have no idea. I did see that a Navy secretary was leaving like immediately or something crazy. I did just see that, laptop travel, before I hopped on. I don't even know where I saw it, but did I see it here? I don't know. I just saw that. Navy Secretary John somebody, Thielen, something, I don't want to get his name wrong, is exiting the Trump administration immediately after months of infighting with Pentagon leaders. He's the first service head to leave in Trump's second term. And so there you go. I did see that was happening right there. And let's see, in the move, what did you say? You were saying something about Tesla, but then Laptop Travel was saying, at the same time, the move follows clashes over Navy strategy, including shipbuilding issues, just a day after Thielen spoke at a D.C. Navy conference. So guess he was pretty pissed, huh? he's out of here, I guess. So, all right. Well, we thank you for your service, at least. I bet he was a good dude. He probably still is a great dude, and he doesn't agree with something, I'm sure. So, hey, speak your mind, and there you go. I like it. And there you are. And that's a total Tesla move, up and down. Yeah, it went up and then it went down. Quite crazy. And the Flyers are still 1-0. Pittsburgh in the lead, 15, 20 seconds, 27 left in your second period there. If you're paying attention to that, Zach and of course, Fly Eagles Fly. You better be watching that game, I'd assume. And if you're an Eagles fan and in the area. So our Flyers are I'm telling you, they do look good this year. They win this game, it's gonna be lights out. They're gonna be cruising along. So let's see if they can come back and win. Every time I look at them, they're like in the penalty box. I mean, the penalties are crazy in this series. The last game, some of them penalties were a little questionable, but I haven't really fully watched this period, so I'm not sure. I don't even know what happened, but these dudes are all like, they're ready to drop the gloves in like 2 seconds and pound each other in the head. So it's a good series right there. You're watching the Flyers right there, Zach. I knew it. And you're watching my Flyers. I know you're a Minnesota Wild game afterwards. I'll be watching that too. You know that. I watch all these games. They're great. If you don't feel well in the playoffs are on, you just pop that on and lay down, and it's good entertainment. I can tell you that. I'm not a TV person, but I do like playoff hockey, so I can watch that. And let's see what else is going on in this crazy market. So we talked about the cannabis stocks. We looked at our crypto. That's still moving along, and like I said, cannabis stocks looking good. I have to go pull that clip. I say that all the time. And then I don't even know what clip it is, what day. I don't remember any of it. You guys know that. By the time I get off this show, I have no idea what I said, and I don't remember anything. So, but yeah, I definitely said that the other day. I know someone in Discord had mentioned it too. They said I had called that one with the cannabis. I literally just said they were going to change the federal regulations real soon. You could see it in the stock charts. At least I could anyway. But there you go with that. Let's keep on going. AMPX, we were looking at that. UCO, that was up today. It was up a little bit right there. It's hitting that resistance. Again, they have that curl up. I just don't think they get through. So maybe this SCO tries to bounce again, guys. I mean, it's just such a crazy volatile market. I took the what is it? I forget what the heck it is that we always have on IMRX, and what the heck was the other one? It was just kind of hanging out. Wow, it looked really good today. I remember I was saying it was looking pretty good. Sinestech, that was the other one. This one wasn't doing anything. We can keep IMRX. I just forgot to write it down after Sinestech. And yeah, that got popping right there. Ross and Progressive G. And you guys that like this one, that could get moving. Remember, we were just saying it was looking good. I just skipped over it. Let me write that down. I like that one, IMRX. I just skipped over it when I skipped over Sinestech, because Sinestech's just not doing anything. I have no idea what is going on with that thing. And I know it's like something weird. I have no idea, but there's something strange going on in Sinestech's neighborhood. And plug right here. This was been plugging away. It's up there. It looks like it's trying to crawl back into the top right there. We'll see tomorrow. And QuantumScape right here. This is looking good too. It was jumping up. Oh, that's why it jumped up in the after hours. Look at that bad boy. QSI looked good too. Look, QS and QSI, both of them looking pretty decent right there. And QuantumScape already jumped up. Not that they're like the same thing or anything. I don't. One's a medical one, one's an auto part. I don't even know what either of them do, to be honest with you. But it doesn't really matter because they both look good on the charts and they both start with a QS. How about that? That's what they have in common right there. Here you go, Zach. What about your rocket? It was taking a dip right there. Wow, it's coming back down. That LDI was dipping. No, it wasn't really dipping that hard. Let me see what Home Depot looked like. That one's dipping down to the 20 right there. Lowe's is dipping down to the 20 right there. So I'd assume your rocket, was it at the 20 yet? It's coming down to the 20 right there. I would say maybe tomorrow it tries to get bouncing back. Let's see. It might dip right under the 20 a little bit and try to roll off this MACD, I'd assume. That's what it looks like right there for a good old rocket. So have to keep an eye on that one, RKT, and see if that's the case right there. But like I said, they look like they want to stop right around the 20. They could come down a little bit more and then try to reverse back up there. So keep an eye on that look. And Lucid was down right there. That one's been down, and Rivian hadn't been looking bad. Yeah, it's still running up. Look, Rivian's still cruising along right there. So there you go with RIVN. And let me see what else is going on. with fun. That good old Six Flags right there, just kind of hanging out, getting ready to set up. How about Dave and Buster's right here? This one, not so bad. That one looks like it could try to run back up a little bit right there. It does have resistance above it, but you can keep an eye on that if you like that. And your grab right here, Laptop Travel. It had recently run up. You'll probably get a little more pullback, and then it tries to roll back up unless it tries to bounce tomorrow. But that's what it looks like right there. Cypher still running up. I know a lot of people in the Discord like that one. And the big bear right there. Look at that. I gave that out on the old small cap show. We should just, whatever I give out on that show, why don't we just buy them and then just hold them and then just like we can just shut our eyes and come back and look at it in a couple of weeks. You know it's going to be up. I mean, I've given out the craziest calls on that show. I say it all the time because look at them all. They just go, no, I just gave this one out. Plug just ran off. And of course, Open Door was insane. I mean, 50 cents. I gave it out for weeks down here, and then it ran over $10. I mean, that was insane. And there's a bunch of other ones that I give it out. AMC just the other day, I gave that one out before it even started running. It was at 95 cents. It went up to over what, $2 almost. Holy cow, I'm telling you, it's crazy. I should just play them ones all the time. That's it. Just focus on them. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. Whatever I look at on the small cap show, that's what I'm going to look at. What the heck is going on? Is that the penalty box? It can't. I was going to say, look like the penalty box has like 90 people in it, but it's their that's the bench. I looked over there. No, is that the Flyers penalty box? I don't think they can fit anybody else in there. Zach, are you watching this game? What just happened? I just looked over. It's still 15 minutes and 27 seconds left. And it looked like there were 7 guys in the Flyers penalty box. You just said, oh, well, the penalty boxes are full now. The Flyers with 5 guys in it. That's what it just looked like. I thought they were showing the bench. Well, they did show the bench, but they showed the penalty boxes. They look like the bench. The penalty boxes are full, guys. Holy cow. I was literally just saying, this is nuts. I told you this is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen the penalty box have 5 guys in it at one time on each team. I've never seen 5 guys in a penalty box in any professional hockey game ever in my life. I'm not gonna lie. Usually they just walk them off the ice. There's 5 guys. They can't even fit, guys. They're like squeezing together. They can't put them on. The one guy on the Penguins is standing out there. There's no room for him. Holding the full line in the box, Zach. That's crazy. That is insane. The stadium is going crazy. And I don't even know what just happened. I have to see that one. That's got to be the most insane thing ever. This game is the series is completely out of control. They might be trying to throw 6. Yeah, I think so. The one dude was standing out there. There was no room for it. I don't think they built a penalty box enough for 6 people. Not 6 hockey players. Them guys got to sit in there for 2 minutes, and they're like this. Holy cow, that's crazy. Turn that on. They look like a can of sardines in them penalty boxes. That's hilarious. I've never seen that in my life, guys. I've been watching hockey my whole life. I've never seen 5 guys in a penalty box, especially on both teams at one time. That's a whole line. They just put both lines in the penalty box. That's so crazy. I've never seen that happen in my life. How crazy is that? Were they all just fist fighting just now? I missed it all. Oh man, that's awesome, guys. Catch me up and I'll be watching that replay for sure. Anyway, let's get back to our show. Wow, that was amazing. But yeah, why don't we just play these small cap picks all the time? That's it. We'll just buy them and close our eyes. I mean, they're absolutely crazy. Every single one of them I've given out is almost crazy. And there was the breaking car, guys. I'd say it stalled out right there. Flyers just scored a goal, everybody. So this game is 1-1. I'll tell you, you put 5 of their players in the penalty box. This team is fired up right here. This is a great game. And I didn't even see what happened, but they did just score. Flyers tied it up 1-1 with 14:42 left in the second period. And who was it? That Zaris guy or whatever, Zergaris. I can't say any of their names. I can't pronounce regular words, let alone these guys' last names. But anyway, yeah, they just scored a goal. I got to see this real quick. Oh, what a one-timer. Oh, he just blasted his short side on him. They beat him. They beat the goalie short side, glove side, high. That's the second one. That first one that they beat him on was even sicker than that. But that's a crazy shot, Zach. Look at that bad boy. These guys are shooting like maniacs out there, the Flyers. They're like sharpshooters. And whoever was on top of this one, Luis Rodriguez, we were watching for the break in this car. And it could bounce right back up. This thing's dangerous, so I didn't jump on it. It was coming down today. You can clearly see it was coming down, but it was just like one of them things. Do you jump on that? That's a falling knife right there. It was a good one, though. I seen some people were making money with it, that's for sure. And that bad boy did come down. So we've been looking at it drive itself up. Look how fast it can come down. It wiped out like 1, 2, 3 days right there, almost to the fourth day. Almost like 3.5 days right there, wiped out in one candle. So that's the craziest thing ever. And yeah, them Flyers are red hot. I think they are going to sweep the Pen. Like I said, they beat the Penguins tonight. It's over. They're sweeping them if they beat them tonight. That's for sure. And yeah, they're just roughing them up. I mean, they're just beating the hell out of them. I mean, if you're just watching this play right here, they're against the board. Oh, Crosby's about to get wrecked. The rush just had to jump in and save Crosby. He thought I'll tell you, Crosby goes into the boards to hit anybody. He's like, I think he's petrified now. He's looking around because he knows he's a target. He's going to get killed out there. Like Flyers players are going to knock him out. So yeah, it's going to happen. For look, they're putting how some of these penalties are crazy. Like, what is the penalty? I don't get some of these. They're playing hockey. What is that penalty right there? I was just watching that play. I didn't see a penalty. Now you got 6 guys in the Potter's box. Look at this. It's so crazy, guys. I've never seen anything like this. Yeah, what was that penalty? Being too tough on Crosby. This is what I was talking about. So yeah, if you guys aren't hockey fans, I apologize. But look, they're looking at the thing. Everybody, look, he's flipping out. He's just punched. What's the penalty? I don't know. I gotta see the penalty. What do they call that? The penalty? They call that a cross check or something on Crosby? That's not a penalty, really. That was the penalty? Dude, the Penguins do that like every play. Holy cow. Yeah, Crosby's going to get murdered out there. Watch. Next shift, he's getting murdered. Watch. They're going to just gun for him now because if you start calling penalties like that for him, the Flyers will destroy him. They'll just go up and punch him in his face. They should. That's hockey. Last night, one of the Penguins players uppercutted one of the Flyers players twice right in the nose. He should have been ejected. That's a big fine. Should have been ejected from the game. His nose was bleeding. He just like skates off the ice like it's no big deal. And yeah, there's a lot of cheap shots going on, but yeah, it's going to get really, really wild out there. I'll tell you that. So anyway, let's get back to this wild show over here. And this is a wild one right here. Look at this car, Avis. Holy cow. Talk about driving itself down. And I put a IMRX back on there. Hey, Doge Mama 9. This one isn't looking bad still. I'm telling you, it's got some legs in it. Maybe you know what it's doing. Nah, it can't be because that 20 is too high up there. It's too set up right there to be waiting for it. So I think you get kind of a run up relatively soon. I know we've been watching this. Keep an eye on this thing, Doge Mama 9. I think it has something going on right here for MGN. And we've been watching this thing. And like I said, it's just going to fly one morning. So you keep an eye on that one. That data vault right here was trying to move. That looks a lot better today. And this YYGH was looking pretty good as well as it was moving up. We were looking at that. So you can keep an eye on them guys right there. They all look good. And let's see, what is Luis Rodriguez and Laptop Travels list and everybody else going on in the rest of the market? Let's go through it and see what's happening as I keep you updated with the Flyers game. And I can tell you what the rest of the hockey was going on too, just not the Flyers. I know I'm being a little I don't even know what word I'm looking for because I can't think. But what's that word? You guys know. I don't even know what word I'm looking for, but I'm yeah, what the heck word is that? I don't know, guys. Don't mind me. I'm retarded. But I can tell you what the stock market is. Don't make me think about anything else. But yeah, I was just telling you what the Flyers score was doing. But you do have some basketball action going on. That game looks good. Magic and Pistons tied up at the halftime, 46. And then obviously your Flyers game. They're the only 2 games on right now, actually. And then you do have your Wild and Stars after this, Zach. So I'll be watching that. And you have your Ducks and Oilers at 10 o'clock. So 2 hockey games tonight. Suns and Thunder are playing at 9:30 as well. Befuddled, that's a good word. Not the one I was thinking of, but there you go. Like favoring a team. What's that word when you're like favoring a team? I forget what that is. Not bandwagon, but when you're like favoring a team, when you're talking about them, there's a word for it. I'm like totally blank. I have no idea. When I try to think of anything, you guys know. Actually, you want a funny story real quick? I'll just tell you real fast. So I remember I told you a great psychiatry story the other night. That was a great one. I know that. And I don't have to see her anymore, thank goodness. And so yeah, I went and actually seen the brain guy, the like top doctor, and probably around here because I'm going to like one of the top places now. And this dude, like, you need to see three doctors and then get like two evaluations before you get in to see this guy. I'm not even kidding. I'm like, holy cow, like you really have to have a brain injury when you see this guy. You're not faking him out. Let's put it that way. So I finally went to see him today, and he was really cool. I like him a lot. So he's my new brain doctor, and he's great. He's actually like normal and not like a pain med dude, so he's great and cares. So yeah, I talked to him for a while. We had a good conversation. I go back in 30 days, and so yeah, that was good. But so yeah, I was just gonna update you on that. Nothing crazy happened, let's put it that way. But I was just kind of telling him about what I do and all that good stuff as I have to. But he didn't think I was like real crazy like the psychiatrist did. He was like, yeah, you seem pretty normal. Partisan, there you go. Partisan like that. That was the word I was looking for. And the Flyers just scored again. 2-1 Flyers. Thank you, Laptop Travel. That might have been one of the words I was looking for. It'll fill in. Let's put it that way. I don't know what word I was looking for, Laptop Travel. So I will say that's a perfect word to use right there. That I was being a little partisan towards bias. There you go. That's what bias. That was the word I was thinking of. I couldn't think of that one. There you go. 4 letter word. I couldn't think of it. Bias. Thank you. I was being a little biased by just talking about the Flyers. So I wanted to update you guys on the other sports. What a show we do here, huh? It's a great one when you got some kind of brain injury. But no, he beat him 5-hole right there. Wow, look at that. Beat him 5-hole. 2-1 Flyers right there, guys. Well, I'm telling you, they're probably going to bring out the brooms if they win this game because it's going to be wild in Philadelphia. That's for sure. That was a beauty right there. You still got like, are they shorthanded? They might be shorthanded. They've been playing really well shorthanded. Are they shorthanded? I can't really tell, to be honest with you. There's like so many guys in the penalty box and so many penalties. You don't even know who's on, like what's going on at this point. But anyway, we don't even know what's going on with this show anymore. Rhythm should have been moving today. And it was because that likes cannabis. Look at that. Bam. There you go. That one was cool. And that's how we always start talking about all the cannabis ones, which we already covered, obviously. But yeah, these ones were cruising along. Actually, that was up way higher, and then Tilray and them were too, but they did pull back a little bit right there. But they were looking good. Blink's been, I was gonna say, has been charging. It was charging its way up there today. It's been charging its way up. Look at it. Remember we were talking about it getting set up, and bam, there you go. If you were paying attention to that, Sezzle was moving a little bit too, and has been cruising up a little bit. And what about your Sterling right here? It likes to move pretty big, and that looks like it could run some more tomorrow again. And what about Rivian? We know was running up. Symbiotic is what I meant to type in because that was up a little bit today. Nothing real crazy. Had been running up, maybe a little pullback right there, but nothing real crazy. We looked at critical metals. That does look good. Luis Rodriguez in your 4Us looks real good. USAR looks good as well. Copen looked good today. We were talking about that one. It was running up there this morning like a maniac. Look at this thing. It went bonkers right there. I know that because we were looking at it in the old Discord. We were talking about KOPN. Actually, Ben mentioned the stock ticker, and I knew the name. I was like, "Oh, Copen." Yeah, he was like, "Huh?" He was like, "Copen." I was like, "No, I think it's Copen, but whatever it is, it doesn't matter." KOPN. We do look at it. I know because Luis Rodriguez, I think, brings it up sometimes. Someone does, or Lewis or Laptop Travel. You have it on your list. I don't remember. Holy cow! Look at ARM. What did you say? Kramer said to buy ARM up here. Is that what you just said? Somebody said that earlier. I saw something about Kramer and ARM. What was that? Who said that? Oh, yep, right here. Jim Kramer says buy ARM. It's at the top. He just said that today. Are you serious? Like we've been talking about ARM being strong from like down here. I mean, he's gonna tell you to buy it at 197. Holy cow! That is he better go to an eye brain doctor. He needs his head checked if he's telling you to buy it on TV. What is he talking about? That's crazy right there. That's pretty wild. I'm not gonna lie. And Copen. That was your pick from like a year ago. I know you've talked about this thing plenty of times. I know it was on somebody's list. He said that today. Holy cow. He said to buy ARM. Look at this thing. It's at the top, guys. I mean, you might want to wait for a little pullback, that's for sure. Holy mackerel. Or you bought it around here at 158 when we were saying it looked good. I mean, that might have helped out too, but holy mackerel. Kramer, go get your head checked. I'll give you the number to my doctor. He's really good. This guy actually knows what he's talking about. So go talk to him. Holy mackerel. What did you do? You got your head smashed too. SLI, Standard Lithium. Now that looks really good, Luis Rodriguez. That could get cruising tomorrow. SLI right there. That does look nice. What is Kramer talking about? ARM, buy it. Yeah, it's up. Don't get me wrong, but who are you? Who are you telling to buy it up here? The people to short it? I mean, Jesus. Yeah, it's probably going to run a little higher. It's going in the earnings at the top. I mean, is that what you really want to do? Buy it at the top in the earnings? I don't know about that one right there. That sounds like crazy advice, Luis Rodriguez. How about that? It just sounds like a wild decision to tell people to buy it up there. Poet right here. Now that one's been running. You were dead on the money on this poetry one. That's been cruising. We talked about Oclo. That was running up. That was a nice dip and rip yesterday, was it not? And CoreWeave right here. You've talked about this one, and that was popping back up into the top, looking pretty good. What about Circle right here? Circle. Whoa, that looks real good. Yeah, you're setting up right there. What's that war update I just saw there? Laptop travel. What did you say? Israel tax increase in Lebanon. I thought that they had like a ceasefire, and Iran and U.S. seize ships in the Strait of Hormuz. So sounds like the ceasefire is going perfectly as planned. Laptop travel. Izzy posts a funny. If you guys don't follow me on X, follow me just for what Izzy posts. Like he posts some funny stuff on there, like these cartoons and stuff. Obviously, basically what we're talking about on the show, like Trump sitting there, like I'm like, who the hell is he talking to? There's like two different people running Iran. It's like the people Trump talked to and the people that run the military at Iran. He sent like a cartoon of that, guys. It's hilarious. I mean, it's spot on. It's so funny because I'm telling you, I'm convinced they're not talking to anybody. I mean, they're pumping the market. Don't get me wrong, but they're definitely not talking to anybody in Iran that has any control over anything. I mean, that's pretty clear. Or something would have happened by now. They just aren't talking to anybody. I mean, either they don't have communication, like they don't believe in cell phones or anything, or they don't have it, or they don't even know who to go to talk to right now. So that's what it seems like to me. I don't get it. Like they said they're going to meet people. What are they going to meet? Like random people on the side of the road? Like, I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. As soon as they meet with these people, they're like, we have this deal. And then 2 minutes later, they're lobbying missiles over and shooting things and taking over ships. It makes zero sense. And somehow the market's at all-time highs. Somebody makes sense of all this. I can't, but hey, it's the world. Look at this. It's like circle right here. It's just ready to make a full circle. This whole entire market. It's actually crazy. I mean, look at this. Look at the cues right here. And nobody knows anything that's really going on. Like, is there any ceasefire? Like, honestly, there's like no one has a clue what's happening. And the Flyers just scored another goal right there. Did that just happen? And I just missed. Yeah, 3-1. Flyers scored another goal. Holy cow. Sealer, he was the one that they called a penalty on for giving that little soft cross check. It wasn't even a cross check to Crosby. That's the way you get it back. And then when you drop the puck, you smash them. That's exactly what they did. They just cross checked them. Oh God, it's so great. They're just cross checking everybody. I mean, now they're up 3-1. You know the checks are gonna get crazy, Zach. Minnesota homeboy right there, Sealer, huh? There you go. He's a good player. Yeah. Oh man, this game is going to get hardcore physical, guys. If you like physical hockey, turn this one on right now. 3-1. The Flyers are up, and they're just going to be smashing everybody with a puck. Is going to get hammered right now. So if you want to see some big hits, and I'm sure Pittsburgh's going to be trying to give them back because they're down 3-1 and they're pissed off. So it's going to get a wild game. We just seen 6 players. Yeah, I mean, after it's so funny too. They stop the play, like the goalie covers the puck, and I mean, it's just immediately everybody's gloves in each other's face. Them gloves stink too. They're disgusting. They're like rubbing them in your face, and yeah, hockey's a crazy game, but we love it. And let's keep on going. We love the market too. It's a crazy game too. That's why we love them both, I guess. What is this one, Luis Rodriguez? Oh, this is like an ETF Pro Ultra. So, whoa, look at that thing. Holy mackerel. You're right. That looks really good. It's kind of expensive. What's Circle at, though? Oh, Circle's way more. All right. Well, then that makes sense then. CRCA. I'm writing that one down right there. Holy cow. I'm telling you right now, that one's going to run. That's for sure. And, yeah, fisticuffs are for sure coming out. Better wrap the foil on the knuckles. You're not kidding because it's going to get a wild game, guys. It's 3-1. The Flyers know. All they have to do is play hardcore hockey and just shut them down. And what that means is play very physical hockey. And the Flyers love very physical hockey. I mean, they were the Broad Street Bullies for a reason. They were a hardcore team. And I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Bernie Perrant passed away this year. He's the legendary goalie that won the Stanley Cup and has always been a huge part of the Flyers. An amazing man. I actually knew him. And he was a great guy, just super, super nice guy to everybody. Anywhere you went, Bernie was there and just one of the nicest guys. His family's really great, too. And I would be surprised. They'll win the Stanley Cup for him. Watch. I told you, they're hot. And I won't be surprised that that's in the back of their mind or even been spoken about in the organization. I used to know a lot of people in the organization, but it changed after Comcast took over. All the front office people got axed when Comcast took over. When God, I forget their owner's name. Holy cow, I shouldn't have forgot his name. I'll think of it in a second. Hold on. I'm bad with everything. Who is their owner that passed away? The Flyers. Why can't I think of it? Holy cow, he was the nicest guy ever. Why can't I think of his name? It'll come to me. But yeah, I know a lot of people in the front office, and yeah, I don't know anybody anymore. So I don't know what they really talk about anymore. But I used to know everything pretty. I told you I used to go over to the stadium and just kind of run around on the ice and shoot pucks around with my buddy and use like the player sticks and stuff. It was crazy. Look at this thing right here. Holy cow! You talk about a runner tomorrow, guys? Look at this one. CCJ Camco Uranium. Is that getting ready to rip right now? Let's look at them. There's not many, and I know that UUU is one, and I always like this Uroy, and that looks really good. Remember we were talking about these the other day, getting really set up, looking good. Michael Anthony's UEC looks good. Some of them look good, but I would say, what was that one? Oh, that's a Denson Mine. I had given that one out too. That was a pretty big runner on the old small cap show too. I gave that out super early. But yeah, that Uroy, this one's a good one as well. And that looks like it's going to run up to that $4 area. So keep an eye on that. But absolutely, that CCJ right there is looking really good and doesn't have any like resistance above it. So it could obviously run up a little bit higher right there. And so yeah, CCJ, I would say looks solid for tomorrow. And your Marvel's been insane, Luis Rodriguez. I mean, what can I say? It's been absolutely a monster right there. And how about your Bread Financial? There you go, BFH right there, and that's running up. You mentioned this the other day. And what about your GEVX right here? That's a Jev. I don't even know what the heck that is. What the heck is it? I don't even know what this is. It's spiking up. What is Jev? I don't even no idea. Is it this? GE? I guess. I don't even. Yeah, I guess it is. I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you, but looks like an expensive one. And it looks like it wants to run right there. And how about Newsmax? How's that looking? Wow, that's a nice spike right there. Not sure what happened, but it just popped up. That's for sure. And let's see what else you have on this Nvidius one or whatever the heck it's called. I don't know how to say it, but something like that. NVIDIA Semiconductor, that was running yesterday, running a bunch more today. So there you go with that. That was cruising. And what about this? What is it? This Redwire, huh? Yeah, that Redwire is looking really good there. So there's some good ETFs for you. Redwire does look pretty strong at the moment. And then you have Fuel Cell, and that's not Fuel Cell. I don't even know what that is, but let's get the Fuel Cell right here. And that, wow, look at that ripper there today. That one's jumping up. So there you go with FCEL, and that is Fuel Cell. Isn't it Earth Day today? I think it is Earth Day today, the 22nd. Did anyone do anything fun for Earth Day? I didn't do anything fun for Earth Day, that's for sure. I went to the brain doctor. That's why that was my Earth Day there, and played the market. That's what I did. Anyway, let's see what else is going on. That's Luis Rodriguez. We did all them. Oh yeah, let's look at Michael Anthony's list right here. Haven't seen Michael Anthony in a while. Where the heck has he been? Because ABEO was running today. That thing looks really good right there. Your DLO is on the D low. That could pull back a little, but we'll look for it to try to bounce off the MACD, like we were just saying. UEC, that looks real good right there. Uranium plays looking really good. Roy, and them guys, I would say, keep an eye on them. And look at that tiger right there. It's trying to curl up. It doesn't look terrible. Robinhood was bouncing around right there, as you can see. And I was saying, it has a weak look, considering that Bitcoin looks so good right now and Robinhood just doesn't look so good. We were talking about it earlier. I was saying that Bull looks a little bit better, to be honest with you, to run up a little bit, but that's just my opinion. And everything, I guess, is my opinion. How about that? And PD right here, that pager duty looks really nice, though. That could get cruising back on its pager duty. Pag Segura right here, pulling back. Infrastructure software one. And Pedvico right there was up a little more with the gas and all, gas and oil. That one was trying to move. And that Goro was up a hair. And doesn't look bad right there. Look at gold and silver right here. I mean, they don't look great. Let's put it that way. They don't look terrible, but they don't look perfect. So take it for that. Nobody's really jumping into gold and silver, it doesn't look like at the moment. And we'll watch for them to try to get turned back around. That's for sure. Let me see what's going on over here with a few laptop travel ones on his list. AGH looking good right there. That Arias Greenway Holdings or whatever. We've looked at it plenty of times. AIFF, Firefly Neuroscience. That is looking pretty good. A little flat right there, but looks pretty decent to try to continue up. And this one was running. That's a China small cap one right there. Watch for that if it has momentum. It's hitting that 50. I'd be careful, but that was a nice monster today right there. CNSP. Let's see what CNSP wants to do. It has a pretty good look. Look at it trying to get set up. It does look like that's trying to go back up. Ed Schneider, thank you so much. Laptop Travel. That was his name. Ed Schneider was the former owner of the Flyers. Appreciate that, because that was bothering me. I couldn't think of it. And I didn't just want to go and Google it, so I was just sitting there. And then thank you so much. So yeah, Ed Schneider, and when he unfortunately passed away, his family sold the portion of Flyers to Comcast, and then they axed like all the front of the house people, all the executives and stuff that Ed Schneider would have had forever. I mean, literally, them people would have jobs for the rest of their lives. And then Comcast took over, and that was a wrap, and they all were gone. But anyway, that's what happens in business. But Ed Schneider was super, super nice guy. I mean, he was an amazing guy. Let's put it that way. I knew him, and my buddy used to actually like drive him back and forth to the airport and stuff. Was like his right hand guy for him. Like, he trusted him that much. He would let him take his car and everything. So I know him, and yeah, that's how I was in with the Flyers so much all the time. But yeah, he was an incredible guy, just a super, super charitable and nice guy. I mean, if you ever just met him, he was super nice to everybody, Ed Schneider. So God bless him. Rest in peace, because he was a great person. He did so much charitable stuff around here. Holy cow, especially with hockey and stuff. Yeah, just a really good person. Like, you meet people, you know they're good people, money or not. He was just a really good person. I say that about Steve Sable, too. He was a really good, great guy, too. Steve Sable, I got to meet him and work under him as well. So I had some pretty interesting life, I have to say. Met some cool people, and that's a guy that Ed Sable and Steve Sable. Ed Sable started NFL Films, and Steve Sable was his son. And yeah, Steve Sable was a brilliant guy too. He passed away of cancer, and I used to work there when he passed away. As a matter of fact, yeah, he was a great guy. I told you many stories about him, like. When I worked there, it was a really long time ago. This never existed. I'd never even heard of this in business. I was like, when I heard of it there, my mind was blown. I was like, what? So if you had a child and you were a guy, you got 2 weeks paid off maternity. Even if it was in the middle of the NFL season, they got you covered. And that was like crazy, because they worked like literally like 15 hours a day, even more. The offices literally look like dorm rooms with beds in them. I'm not even kidding. Like you could sleep in your office. It was wild. So, yeah, but that was the first place I had ever heard of such a thing. It didn't even exist. And Steve Sable, that was like everybody he had it for years before I had even gotten there. And I just remember and somebody was having a child and they're like, yeah, well, you get your 2 weeks off. I was like, what the heck are they talking about? It's a guy. He's not getting off. And they're like, no, he gets off for 2 weeks paid. I was like, wow, that's an amazing concept. Like, talk about being ahead of your time. He was ahead of his time for almost everything they did there. I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, he was an incredible man too. So Steve Sable and of course Ed Schneider was an incredible guy. So yeah, got to know both. I didn't know them like real well, but I knew them both and just really good people. I mean, just incredible human beings to be honest with you. Look at their success. I mean, crazy success. But yeah, and Ed Sable, I mean, he was up there in age. He could walk into that place and most of the people had worked there for like 25 plus years. He could come in and and he was like I said up there in age. He'd come in there and he like rattled off everybody's name. It was pretty impressive. I was like, man, this guy is really, really a smart guy. But not only that, he's like on point. Like he didn't work there. He would just come and visit and stuff. And he obviously was retired. And Steve ran the job or ran the business. But yeah, he would come in and like I said, everybody was just like, oh man, he was just the nicest guy ever. And he knew everyone's name. It was just crazy. You're like, how does this guy remember everybody? He's like, he was up there. And yeah, just great people. I'm not gonna lie. So if you ever get to work for like great people like that, I've been fortunate. I have to say, you'll learn a lot about business when you see people like that. Just the way that they present themselves and present themselves to their employees and their business and everything. It shows you a lot. It shows you a lot about character and everything. And you don't always have to be like a mean boss to get things done. And actually, you do the quite opposite. You treat your people really well, and they'll really perform at top levels for you. And you go above and beyond and show them that you appreciate what they do, and you give them extra things, and they'll go above and beyond. They won't try to screw you over. And I've seen that at a lot of places. I've seen the opposite too, and that's why I know to take care of people. And I told you I've always taken care of every employee I've ever had. It's the most important thing because that's how it that's how you take care of your employees and they work really hard for you. That's how you know that things are going to run right because they're there to do a job because they need obviously a paycheck, and that's not how you look at it for them. You look at it, you're trying to provide them with an opportunity so that they can provide their life and their family and everything. So when you look at it in a different way and you actually take care of the people instead of trying to run them down and get every dollar out of them, you look at it completely different. You'll actually get way more productivity out of people. I mean, 100 times more. It's crazy the difference. So just know that if you're ever going to be in a business owner, or know that, and if you ever worked in a business and you've seen it, and the companies that treat people really well, you don't mind coming in on a Saturday or just doing something extra. Companies that treat you like crap, you want to get out of there like every single minute. You can't wait for the time clock to go. You know what I mean? So it makes a big difference. And obviously, employee morale is everything. Like I say, your employees are the one that they're the face of the company. That you're the customer doesn't see the owner; they see the employees usually, depending on the business. But even if it's behind the scenes, you never see the owner. He's always talking to the employees and the bosses, and then they relay the messages. So that person's really never seen. And so, yeah, the employees are really what makes things happen, work, and makes things a well-oiled machine if you have one. So you take care of them, and then it continues to run. And I'll give you a great example. I worked at a really, really exclusive country club in New Jersey. There's only probably two or three that are at this level. Let's put it that way. I won't even say how high level it is, but it was pretty high level. I worked there for a few years, and the manager there was like one of the only he was one of the only master managers at the time. There was only like 8 or 9 of them in the country at this time, and he was one of them. And this guy was just absolutely incredible, like an amazing man. I learned so much from him. And yeah, I actually stay in touch with some of his family. He unfortunately passed away. He had a massive heart attack. And I was at like the charity events and everything for him. I know them well, and yeah, he was just an amazing person. And you want to talk about just treating people well? That place right there. Now, I mean, I haven't been there. I worked there back when September 11th happened. Let's put it that way. So that was that long ago when I worked at this place. Still to this day, because I still talk to some of the chefs and some of the other people that work there. And still, I mean, it's still a lot of the same faces. Almost all of them are still the same. Some of the people had been there 25, 30 years when I was there at the beginning of this in 2001, and they're still there. It's crazy. And I'll tell you what, that guy, he's not even around, but the company just it's just it was such a well-oiled machine. It just didn't matter if he was there or not. It still runs the exact same way as if he had walked in the back door and was there. It's kind of impressive, and I know that for a fact. Like I said, I've been back there many a times. I've been there to functions there. I've actually been there to golf many times, and I've been there to visit people. So I know, and I know still people there, and yeah, it's amazing. But can you imagine? I mean, you're talking from I forget when did he pass away. It's been almost a decade, I bet. He didn't pass away in 2001, but I bet it was probably in about 2012 or 13, something like that. It's probably been over a decade, let's put it that way. And the place still runs exactly the same. I'm not even kidding. It's kind of crazy. And I don't think it'll ever change. It's just the way it's run for so long. And like I said, the he's treated people so well for so long that it'll just that's the way it'll always be. And it should be that way. And yeah, that was an amazing place to work at. I'll tell you that. Holy cow. I think I used to tell you guys, I mean, we used to order, we ate whatever, and this was like part of the deal. Like, this is how cool he was. You could have whatever you wanted whenever you wanted. It wasn't like any of the employees, if they were hungry, they just came back and were like, yo, and you're talking, this is an exclusive place. Like, we're serving filet mignons. We would order for the chefs. The executive chef that did the ordering every week, I'm not even exaggerating, would order me and one of the other chefs our own case of jumbo lump crab meat. I am now allergic to crab meat and shellfish. Maybe that had something to do with it. I would eat a can every night with another chef. We would literally split a whole can of jumbo lump crab meat. We'd cook filet mignons and have like surf and turf almost every night. It was crazy. Lobster, whatever we wanted to eat, we would just go down, chow down. Sunday mornings, I would open up with the best cooking chef there. The dude was amazing. He would make me like a filet mignon, like steak and eggs, but different, like hash brown and eggs or something. It was always something different with like filet mignon, and it was crazy. I'd go in there on a Sunday morning as I was young too, and in my 20s, and yeah, it was just the most amazing job. I worked there for years, and yeah, it was a real. But like I said, I learned a lot there, and a lot, like I say, take care of your employees. It goes way further than not taking care of them. Let's put it that way. So yeah, it was it was an epic place to work, Zach. I'm not gonna lie. And still to this day, you walk in there and they're still doing the exact same thing. Um, Even like, I mean, he took care of people so well. He took care of like the dishwashers and stuff like that. I mean, he helped them get like their green card. I mean, he did so much for so many people. It was crazy. He was just such a really good guy, and just understood how things work. If I take care of you, you'll take care of me. And he used to explain it that way. He was like, look, we're acquaintances at work. We're friendly, everything, we get along real well. He'd say it to everybody. And he had his friends, he had people that he worked with for over 30 years, and he'd say the same thing. And he said, of course, when we're not in here, we're friends. But when we're in here, I obviously have to be the boss. You guys just do your job, and I don't have to be a boss. And it would be that simple. We can all just go along our way and do whatever we need to do as long as everything works right. And he had a really good way to say it. And like I said, take care of everybody, and even the wait staff, everybody. I know people that are still work there like part time, bartending, wait staff. I know people that started as busboys. I've gotten kids jobs like college kids, and they've worked there until after they graduated college for years after and stayed there because it's really hard to get in. So if you can get into this place, you don't leave. And yeah, it's crazy. And I actually have to contact someone because I want to get my daughter in there and try to get her a job. I asked last year. She was too young. They wouldn't do it yet, but I have to find out. Yeah, it'll be a job she could have for like literally when for as long as she wants. It's crazy. They make crazy money too. So you can just imagine it's top notch. It's one of the top country clubs in New Jersey. So I'll just tell you that. And there's one of them. We'll just say there's one that's like the number one in the world. Let's put it that way. And then there's two other ones that are like just as nice around here. They're crazy and they're private. They've been around forever. And so yeah, there are some nice courses right by me. But yeah, we have the number one course in the world, right? My backyard. It's crazy. And so yeah, crazy stuff right there. And it's in the weirdest town. Like it's just like built in the back of these woods and it's just really weird off a railroad. It's very strange. Pine Valley, check it out. And that's the number one golf course in the world is Pine Valley. And like I said, it's real close to me too. And yeah, it's crazy over there. It's they have their own police force. They still I don't know, they go back and forth with the town next to them. They might have gotten, I don't know, they used to have their own police force, and it's not even like they got like five houses. The other place too, the other top one is like its own town as a golf course. Like the golf course is a town and the voting thing is in the middle of the like the municipal buildings in the middle of the golf course. And yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy old money. And there's one street, and that's all the houses on. There's one street coming up to the country club, and one street behind it, and that's all the houses on in the town. They're the only houses part of that town. It's like 13. At one point, they had 13 registered voters. So let's put it that way. And yeah, it's a town, and it's so crazy. It's old money. It started in Prohibition and stuff. You're looking it up on Google. Yeah, you could Oh, you're looking at your Google Leaps right there. I thought you were looking up country club. Look at Pine Valley too. But yeah, we have some crazy country clubs over here. But anyway, let's rock and roll through this list and see what laptop travel here is. I don't even know how I got over there, but DKI right here. Let's see. That looks good. Dark Curious or something. It sounds like I was gonna say it sounds like a video game, but it is a video game. What is this thing? Let's see. Oh, I didn't want to click on that. I wanted to click on Dark Curious. It doesn't do anything. Oh, we're not going there. A Hong Kong. Oh, doesn't that? There was a game called like iCarious or something like that back in the day, and it sounds like that. But it does sound like a video game, so that makes sense. DTI right here. Let's see. Drilling tools. That looks pretty. That's going to curl up and at least hit the MACD. You know, you're getting a run up on that. GP right here is Green Power Motor Company. That did run today. I have to look at that. And let's see if Grow wants to grow up some more right there. It probably does want to run up to that 50, I bet, which is about $3. Yeah, right at around $3, it looked like. For GROW and G Sun right here, Golden Sun Technology. That was running. You had that on the list the other day, and it didn't run up right there. Hoff Therapeutics right here. That one's been running up. I saw that today actually moving, and this is that Hydro Farm one. Yep. And that was cruising along. That looks really good. It was moved up a penny. And these ones aren't like huge gappers, but they do move up. And when they move up 3.10 cents, it's pretty good right there. So keep an eye on that. It could run up some more tomorrow. IDYA. What's that one right here? Is that what you have? No, yeah, IDYA. Okay, biotech right there. Just a little pullback. Have to look at that one tomorrow. And INVE right here. Let's see. Identiv. I looked at this today, and I kind of recognized the stock tickers as I was typing it in. And we were looking at this. It looks like it's trying to do something. I know Ben was talking about it. Lipison right here. Now that looks good. Laptop travel. Lipison, LP, whatever, LPCN. That looks pretty good. And what's this? Is this a Mustang one or something? Yeah, Mustang Bio. Look at that thing. And let's see what else is going on. Yeah, Mustang could get out running right there. MBIO. Keep an eye on that tomorrow. And MOBX right here. Mobix Labs. That's not too bad right there. It's just kind of hanging out. RGNT. Let me see. Regenis Biomaterial. Oh, that looks real good. You know, that's in a good spot right there, RGNT. So watch that bad boy right there. That looks really good. And this is the SAT one. And that did pull back, but it does look like SATS is right on that trend line. So we'll see if it tries to get that bounce right back off. It's been down there before. If it touches the 50, you should try to get bouncing back. So keep an eye on SATS right there. And also that SATG is what it was. What SATG was that? What it was? Yeah, SATG right there. And SONM. Let's see what that's up to. That was running up there today, not looking bad. That could continue its way up tomorrow. TACT, that's in a pretty good spot to try to continue up too. And that metals company right here, TMC, that was running today. That looks really good right there, Laptop Travel. And is this UFG? I think it is. And that looks pretty good, but I do like that metals company, TMC. That looks real good right there, I would say. So there you go. And let's see what else is going on. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, no, Doge Mama 9 driving home from a birthday dinner, listening. And there, yep, she's still looking at MGN. There you go. I like it. I like it. I'm telling you, this thing looks like it's going to blast off if you're not looking at this. Our penny stock right here. It's getting set up. Even them red days didn't hurt it. It's crossed through. It looks like it wants to run off that bottom. It's got that look like it wants to pop up right there. That's for sure. And we'll take a look and see what is going on. Oh, I guess they're in the second intermission. I stopped looking at the game there for a minute because we were talking and stuff. Let me see what's going on here. It's probably in 3-1, end of the second. So when the Flyers come back, it'll be the third period. They're up 3-1. All they got to do is hold them one more period, and they'll be up 3-0 in the series. And in this last period, guys, first time I've ever seen in professional hockey or any hockey. I've been to a lot of AHL games as well. I've never seen 6 guys in a penalty box ever in my life. That might have been one of the craziest things ever. That was wild right there. So keep an eye on that game. It is in the second intermission, and our SPY was up today. Like I said, it looks so crazy. It looks like it wants to continue going up, but who knows? Keep your eye on it. We don't know anything what's going to happen. And the Qs were still ripping today, and they're in the top, and they look like they could continue, but who the heck knows? And definitely a rare event. Yeah, that's a rare event. 6 guys in the penalty box. I've never seen it. IWM has that resistance above it, so we'll see. It should touch it. I'd be honest with you. I would assume it wants to. Apple was running up today. I don't know. Did they have any news or something? Because it looks really good right there. I mean, there's always a ton of news right there, but I didn't see anything up here where they usually put any like headlines or anything. So I'm not sure what Apple had going on besides the fact that Mag 7 looked pretty good. Amazon was ripping up there. And again, these things are up at the top, guys. So you got to be careful. Google right here is running up. And Luis Rodriguez was saying his Google Leap calls are coming to a close next week. Been a hell of a ride. Wow, that's crazy. Luis Rodriguez had like Google Leaps from like, I don't even know, back here or something. And he's gonna have to close them out way up there. So that's a good problem, though. I'd say Luis Rodriguez, a good job on that. Beauty Meta right there was running up. Looks like it wants to curl back up some more. Obviously, market conditions we'll be keeping an eye on. And Microsoft has been ripping, guys, and it looks like it wants to rip up some more right there. So you can keep an eye on that in the morning. It looks like it was dipping in the after hours, but from that chart, it looks pretty good. I don't know. We'll have to look at these in the morning. Like I said, you can't get a good idea any of the nights because the market's all the way at the top. Things are so crazy, and you don't know what the heck's going on right here. And I keep saying they don't even know what's going on. They just keep pumping up the market. That's all they know they're doing. They're just like, we'll just keep pumping up this market, keep it going all-time highs. It'll take it a long time to get back down low enough that it's going to hurt us. And that's what you're seeing. Tesla dip. It was up in the after hours, then it came down, and we were talking about that before. AMC, look at this thing. It's trying to spike back up right there, but I don't know. You can be careful. GameStop looks like it wants to get crazy right there. Open Door was another one we talked about, and that one had a look today. Yeah, pulling back right there, but it's kind of had a look earlier, like it could try to get moving right now. Oh, I'll look at it tomorrow. Chewy was coming down right there, and Unity's going back up a little bit. That looks like it could try to spike back up. Your Netflix has been down since earnings. It was up a little bit today. Trying to roll off the 50. I don't know, though. It could be one of the, I mean, it looks like it's setting up. It could be like a bounce off of that 50, or it could just kind of stall out there for a few days. You can watch Netflix. Be careful. It's Thursday tomorrow. I keep forgetting. So towards the end of the week, AVGO, look at that thing ripping up right there. MU right here was ripping too. I know that. And your SanDisk, we did say that thing was looking good, did we not? Well, there you go. It looked good because it was ripping too. And then your TSM right here, that one went wild. Look at that thing. That looked really good. Looks like it should continue. And SMCI, I guess they love that co-founder being gone because I'm telling you, that thing looks really good right now. It looks better than it ever used to, that's for sure. AMD's been cruising up there. Holy cow, look at that thing going nutty. And then your QCOM right here is just kind of hanging out, trying to get set up. It should get moving relatively soon. And what about Snow? It's not looking so bad right there. I think Snow's not looking bad now. Had some earnings after, and it's way down. I don't know what happened after that, but it says it's way down right there. Let's see what it did. Service now. I don't like to play the earnings. I don't see anything crazy there. That says it's down though. I'm not sure what happened right there, but we'll look at it in the morning and see if it says anything for service now. And what about PayPal? Let's see. It's up a little bit. It still looks pretty good. It's trying to cruise up into the top right there. That's for sure. And Intel's been a beast. That's been running up, but it looks like it could be pulling back right now. They do have earnings coming up, so I'd be careful with that. April 23rd is tomorrow. So Intel earnings tomorrow. Be careful there because it does look like it's trying to pull back. Dell's been a monster too. If I type it in, holy cow. Look at this thing. Be careful up there. They're giving out a dividend, and it does look pretty good to try to curl down a little bit. It's in the top, and it's been running like a monster, so just be careful. IBM has been kind of pulling back. It ran up there, but look at that pullback today. We'll see. 2050 trying to meet up. Whoa, never mind. Did they have earnings today? Didn't they have earnings? Yeah, they did. I forgot about that. Yeah, these things got crushed. What happened? I have no idea. I wasn't really paying attention to the earnings afterwards, and now a lot of them look like they got beat down. Like Tesla was looking good right after its earnings, and that even came down right there. IBM got smashed right there. I don't know what happened to IBM, but that one got crushed down. One quick spike and boom, right down. I don't know what the heck's going on. And obviously, I don't look at the earnings or read them, so I won't ever find out. But that's what IBM did right there. And let's see what else is going on over here this evening with the rest of our list right here. Palantir and Sophie. Palantir was running up there. And let's see what Sophie was doing. It doesn't look bad. It looks like it's trying to cruise through. Sophie's actually trying to set back up right there. It's not looking so bad either. So keep an eye on good old SOFI. SanDisk we already looked at. I guess I grabbed one of the older ones because I changed SanDisk up there on MU, but I had a couple. I think I printed out a couple of the old ones too. Hey, Adobe right here. Let's see what's up with this one because that's been cruising, and Oracle's been looking really good, and that's been cruising up there. So you can keep an eye on both of them. And let's go ahead. MicroStrategy running up pretty big today. There you go with strategy right there. Robinhood right here was bouncing around. We already talking about it. Like I said, didn't look very strong. We'll see if it looks better tomorrow. Coinbase right here was up as crypto's looking pretty good. And then your bull, I said, was looking pretty good right here. So keep an eye on that. Looks like it's trying to run up a little bit more. Space, excuse me. Space, not so bad right there. I mean, it looked really good this morning. I said it looked like one of the best ones. It did take a nice little curl back. It ran up first thing this morning and pulled back there. I wasn't paying attention to it at the end of the day, but we'll look at it tomorrow. But it did have a quick run up there this morning. I know that. So I did see that, and it did look good. We'll see if it wants to continue to try to run back up. Boeing right there was running, and we were looking at that last night. We were looking at Lockheed Martin. Like I said, watch this thing for tomorrow. It has earnings way down here. It could have that bounce right there. That's for sure. They like to do that. And DJT right here is pulling back at the moment. Nike dipping down some more. Maybe another good opportunity. Maybe they'll announce Tim Cook is their new CEO or something. Who knows? But yeah, watch it pull back there. McDonald's pulling back pretty big. Look at it all the way down to that trend line. It did have that nice one popping and came right down. It was looking pretty good too. And Disney still trying to stay up there and maintain itself. It's at 104. Yeah, it's still at 104. Look at Disney right there. And Oxy, that was up a little bit right there. USO was up a little bit today too right now. And again, they don't look that great, though. I wouldn't say that they look amazing. And let's see what that monster did. And that was up a little bit and curling up. So there you go. Tesla missed on revenue, but beat on profit margins. There you go. Adobe looking good. Nike get cooking. Yeah. Yeah, it should get some Tim Cook in there. Let's see if it does. It'll be interesting. And let's see if I missed anything right here. Yeah, Zach's hanging out on the YouTube, and he's usually on the old what is it, X, I guess that's what it's called. X, is it working on X? I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. I just sit here and do a show, that's for sure. And let's see, I think it was working. Oh, let's see. Oh, Tim Waltz is going to be on Jimmy Kimmel. How great's that show going to be tonight? What do you think? uh Jimmy Kimmel and Mr. Tim Waltz. That should be a fascinating show right there. I'm pretty sure the stocks and stuff is a way better show than anything Jimmy Kimmel and Tim Waltz are going to be doing tonight. That's for sure. I can almost bet anything on that. I mean, holy cow! You want to talk about two idiots? Both of them are the pretty woke idiots right there. But anyway, Zach, Acan, we were talking about all them cannabis ones, and I forgot which one you wrote, and it was this one right here. And let's see, that one does look pretty good. Laptop travel running up there. Wait, it is. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. Still not feeling 100%, but we're working. X is working. Laptop travel said it was working, so perfect. MSOX, that was a monster. That's the MSOS, whatever ETF, and that thing did get cruising there today. Look at that thing, way up on the 2 time too. So that was nice. And Luis Rodriguez and Fly Eagles Fly. We were looking at this GE. I said, look at it tomorrow. It could be a good opportunity right there. Like I said, with Lockheed Martin and its earnings, these things could try to pop back up. That's for sure. And QuantumScape right here looking pretty decent. That is looking real good. Oh, it flew up there. That's right. And irrationally exuberant, you said, whatever that means. I don't even know. But there you go. No problem. Fly Eagles Fly. And Jev, I didn't even know what this was. What is this Jev thing? It's like super expensive. Industrial machinery. It was crazy today. I have no idea what they do, but they lift their revenue and their EBITDA margin and all kinds of good stuff right there. So I'd say it was cruising, that's for sure. I'm not familiar with it. Not familiar with GEV. Let's see what else is going on over here, Zach. And how about Tilray as a follower of ACAN? I said Tilray already. Tilray is looking great and was cruising today. I think Tilray continues to cruise up. I think that's a great one. Obviously, like I say, SNDL is another good one. Tilray, Canopy Growth, all these guys are going to be good ones. Look at them; they're all up and running up. They look like they're going to continue more tomorrow, guys. So I would say they're good. ACAN right there. Remember, we were looking at High Tide the other night. Look at it. It's up right there. It looks like it should continue. So all of them are looking pretty good, as a matter of fact. And Lockheed reports during the pre-market, guys. So definitely be keeping an eye on that. And there you go for that GE. Keep an eye on that. Car is still hemorrhaging in the after hours, so that's still dipping down. And it is still hemorrhaging right there. Car got broken down right there. That's got a flat tire at the moment. I'm surprised Kramer didn't say to buy that too. Hey, buy car arm right there. He just said to buy or buy car. He just said to buy arm. It was all the way at the top right now. That's a good time to buy it, I would say, right, Kramer? I don't know about that. That's like buying car yesterday. Just buy that thing at the top. It'll be perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. You'll be good. And then watch it come down like $400 on you. That'll be fine. Don't worry. So yeah, there you go. Holy cow, that's crazy. And then we talked about that Navy secretary was leaving. And Tesla, we talked about. And let's see, the Flyers are on. We're talking about that. They're playing. It's back in the third period. It's 3-1. And let's see what's going to happen. 18 minutes and 10 seconds left in that game. So keep an eye on that. If you do like hockey, I'm watching it. And yeah, they had 5 guys in the penalty. At one point, they had 6. Remember, they had the other guy. So they had 6 guys in the penalty box at one time. It was so wild. I've never seen anything like that. AXTI in the small cap show. Let's see. What was that up to? AXTI. Oh, wow. That one down at $5 you gave that at. And that one's cruising. Damn. There you go. Gave NASA at 21. You did give NASA pretty early. I do know that. And now it's at the 31. Look at it. Just slowly but surely cruising up there for that NASA good ones right there. Yeah. Why don't we just play the small cap show ones, laptop travel? Holy cow. Why do we give out such great ones on that show? I don't even know, but monster plays we've given out. Let's see what else is going on here, Zach. We were talking about that good old Flyers game, and let's see. Do befuddled. Oh yeah, we were trying to figure out what word. I was trying to think the word bias. I couldn't think of that. TXN, that Texas Instruments, that's back up. We looked at that yesterday. I was amazed that they don't make calculators anymore. It's a semiconductor. Whoa, look at that thing. It is up in the after hours. I was like impressed. They didn't make calculators and they make semiconductor stuff. I had no idea they changed, but what a great move for them, that's for sure. CAEP, that Cantor Equity, that one's like a what is this thing again? I forget what the heck is that. That's the one that's going to be the Air, yeah, Air. That's what it is. This one. Yep. Okay, Stewart. That's his name, Stewart Brazier, and the hookah. That's what it is. The hookah one. So yeah, there you go. And getting close to that air merger. There you go. Here, I'll put this up. I can't even read. There, that's what it is. It's getting close to that merger right there. Copen, we were talking about right there, and Iran, we were talking about them updates. And let's see. Kramer said during his lightning round segment at 6:55, he also said Google's going to 400. That's what he said. Google's at 337. I mean, it could spike up to 360, 400. I mean, what's his time frame here? I that's what I have to know. Because when he's telling you to buy ARM and it just went up 12% and it's up here, I don't know if that's a great idea. I don't know. What's his time frame look like for whenever it can get moving back up there? I guess who the hell knows what he's up to. And let's see what else we were talking about. All that flyer stuff and you have to be in it so Kramer Trust can sell it for a higher profit. Yeah, is he in it so he could try to get these pushed up so he can get out of it? That's what it seems like to me. He's like trying to get that last little squeeze of a pump from people that don't know what they're talking about. Like, here, buy it up here, guys. It's ARM. It's really strong. They have earnings coming up. That way, when it bumps up like to 200, I can hit my sell order. Like, what the heck's he talking about? I don't get it, but crypto fear and greed index flipped green for the first time since mid-January. How about that, Luis Rodriguez? That's interesting. That's for sure. And let's see. Thanks, Zach. I'm glad you guys like that. I was talking about some past employers that I had that were just amazing. Like I said, Steve Jobs, and I actually knew who Ed Schneider was. My buddy worked for him. He was close to him. And just some great people like that. And then the guy, like I said, a master manager that ran a country club, one of the best country clubs in New Jersey. And yeah, he was incredible. He was a great guy. And he actually sponsored my sister's wedding there. He let my sister have her wedding there and sponsored it. You could only, it was obviously a private club, and you had to have a member be a sponsor for it. And she obviously wanted to have her wedding there because it was crazy. And I used to work there, and they hooked it up too. And he even hooked it up for her. Yeah, he was just a really good dude. I have to say, he was just a great guy. And so yeah, that's like I said, you would stay extra and do whatever you needed to do to get things done. He knew that, and he treated everybody right, and that's why it all works together. It all works well. That's why, like I said, 10 years later after he passed, maybe even more, place still runs like a well-oiled machine. It's crazy. It's actually amazing. I'm going to say that. It's kind of amazing. I mean, you don't see that happen very often, that's for sure. Usually someone new comes in, and then trust me, they have a new manager, new people, and they run it just the way it used to run. That's the way it's done. And there's no change in anything because you know why? This guy had it running so perfect that you wouldn't want to change a thing. And obviously the members, that's the way they want it run, or they'd say something. So interesting stuff there. But like the moral of the story is you take care of your employees because then they take care of your company, your customers, and everything else, and everything works out really well. So that was the moral of the story. And there you go. And if you weren't listening earlier, you can listen to that. And wow, Luis Rodriguez's Google leaps were March 2025. He did have a typo right there, but 1,583%. Holy shit, that's crazy. That's what they were up. Wow, that's amazing, Luis Rodriguez. Great call there. And Adobe is looking good. We were talking about that bad boy, Nike. And let's see. Oh, thank you, MS in Florida. See, I'm way funnier than Kimmel. And what's going on with the Tiger King? Got an update. He actually, yeah, I was talking to him, and they put him in like solitary confinement because of his tweets and stuff like that. I get an update, and I broke down a bunch of our conversations. I'm gonna just post them up. I'm gonna schedule it all just so because I get so busy. I'm like tomorrow I'm gonna post these things, and then tomorrow I'm looking at the market. I'm doing this, doing that, doing everything. And then, like, by the time I know it, I'm getting ready for another show. It's kind of crazy. The day goes by so fast. Not a bad thing, but I have to post them out there. So I'm gonna just start posting stuff. I got to figure out. I think I can set it up on a different app to have like Instagram, like schedule them ahead of time or something. I'm pretty sure I can. I got to look at it, but yeah, I'm gonna just start posting everything. I got tons of video clips and stuff and every day. I'm like, I got to start posting these things, and then I just don't post them because it's I forget or time goes by. I don't know, but yeah. So he was definitely in solitary confinement, and he's poor guy needs. I mean, could you imagine? He goes in solitary guy trying to just be funny and have a good time with his life while he's sitting in prison for 8 years, and he just sends out some pretty funny tweets, and then he ends up in solitary confinement. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. And I know TMZ had broken that story. I think they keep in touch with him as well, obviously. So yeah, I don't. It's crazy. Clearly, they try to be strict in prison, but I mean, I guess they're a little lenient with him because he's like, not a bad guy. He probably shouldn't be there. I don't think anyone believes he should be there. He even said, like, even all the correctional officers, everyone there, no one believes he should be there, including all of us. I mean, there's tons of evidence that he never even did anything. He's been locked away for 8 years. I would say he already did his time if you were to ask me. But anyway, who am I to judge? And but yeah, the poor guy, he tries to have a little sense of humor because he's like locked in a federal prison. He has cancer and everything, and his last 8 years have just been miserable. And then they put him in solitary confinement. Like that's any better. So poor guy. I mean, how crazy is that guy? Can you imagine that's your life? Holy cow. He's a tough dude though, I'll tell you that, because can you imagine being and anybody like all the people that like do all that prison time and then like they come out and they're like, yeah, they never did a crime. It's like that was a false accusation. Like, how crazy is that? Like, you can't ever pay a person as much money. There's not enough money in the world to pay you for like what you just went through in prison and all that time and all that. It's crazy. And yeah, poor Joe Exotic been in there for over 8 years, guys. It's like almost a decade. It's crazy. And he's still sitting there because he needs a pardon from Trump, and he can't get one because I don't know. Trump's got a war going on. He ain't pardoning it. What happened? The Flyers goalie just got hurt. That's not a good sign. That dude's a beast. He's shaking his hand. I didn't see what happened there, Zach, but that's not a good sign. He's talking to the trainer, and let's see. Hockey players are tough, but his hand just got jacked up somehow. I don't know what just happened, but anyway, and they don't target actual criminal. It's just like an easy layup. You're not kidding. It's great. Like everything's so crazy. MS in Florida, like everything in our country is just ass backwards, like bizarro world. To the point, like I told you guys the story the other day, like last week, and I kind of told you this. I touched on it tonight because I told you my follow-up story, but I'll just touch on it again because it was a great story, my psychiatry story. If you didn't hear that last week, was it last week? I don't remember when it was. It might be one of the greatest stories ever. I'll just tell you in a nutshell. Of course, I have a head injury, and they put me on a new medicine, so they made me go talk to a psychiatrist because that was part of it. It's considered a CDS, and so I go and talk to this lady, and she's like 80 years old. I'm not going to lie. She was way up there in age. She could barely hear anything. She couldn't type and talk or listen. And she was so I realized she was so like focused on, she kept saying to me, I got to get so much of this paper done on this report or whatever. And we only have an hour. That's what she said it to me like 10 times. Because you guys know I could talk. I'm like, I don't know how to talk and tell you about my story and everything. I have an interesting story. I'm not going to lie. So anyway, I had to go see her. And then she doesn't, I tell her, like, they put me on a medicine that's been working amazing. Everything's going great. Now, this is how crazy this world is, MS in Florida. Now, I tell her this, right? I'm like, yo, everything's going great. What do you know? She goes, all right, I'm not going to give you that medicine. I'll give you something different. It doesn't even work. So, of course, I'm like out of it. And so I go see the brain specialist. Finally, today, I go see this guy. He's great. He's actually awesome. And wish I had seen him at the very beginning. It would have been a lot better. But anyway, I'm telling him this story. He's like, well, he did say it worked. I'm like, I don't know. She thought I was bipolar. I told you guys a story. She called my wife, and I was telling him the story. He was cracking up laughing, and he's like, "There's no." I was like, I don't think that you're bipolar. I don't think anything would be crazy about you. You clearly got hit in the head, and this guy's seen it all. I mean, he's the top brain guy over at this major university, so he's the guy that sees it all, and he said I probably took one of the hardest hits in the history of life and survived, because that's how I said, I got an interesting story for you. He has no idea. He read my notes, but it doesn't always say what happened. So he asks, and I'm like, well, I was jacking up a house and the 4x4 kicked out, and I got hit with a 10-ton jack with the pressure of a 2-story house right in my head. And he was just like, you did what? I was like, yeah, and I lived. And then he goes, well, did you get knocked out? That's the question every physician always asks. Did you get knocked out? And it's always fascinating to me. So I always say, well, I don't know if I got knocked out, to be honest with you, because I've never had or heard of anything like this in my entire life. You tell me what you think. Did I get knocked out? I'll tell you guys know the story, but I tell him, I've told every physician, and when I get done telling them, they have no idea. They always go, I've never heard anything like that. And you guys know I've told the story a million times. I mean, I got hit in the head with a 10-ton jack with the pressure of a 2-story house. It felt like a sledgehammer hit me right in the head, guys. And I'll just tell you real quick, I was floating through energy. Like, I remember getting hit in the head. That's the last thing I remember. Everything went dark, quiet, and peaceful. And I was just floating backwards in energy. And the next thing I know, I got thrusted forward in energy. And I didn't know what was going on, but my buddy didn't know I got hit in the head. And he said I went backwards, and then I guess I hit the floor, and I just bounced up like I hit a trampoline. I don't know what happened. I just felt myself going backwards, and then I just felt myself thrusting forward. That's all I knew what happened. It was dark, quiet, and peaceful. And the next thing I know, I'm standing on my feet, and I'm like this. And then I don't know how much time even goes by. It felt like it wasn't very long, but then I heard this really calm voice in my head just saying, open your eyes, open your eyes. And it wasn't my buddy. He didn't even know I got hit in the head yet. And so then I'm struggling to open my eyes, and I open them, and in my mind I go, holy shit, I'm alive. And then I felt the blood just pouring down my face, and I say to my buddy, dude, we got a medical emergency. That's what I said to him too. We got a medical emergency. That effing thing just hit me in the head. That's what I said. And then I'm still standing there with my hands over my head. I don't remember really any of that. I mean, I remember it, but not like I wasn't like in the moment. I don't think it was like something weird, like energy. And then the next thing I know, he's like, dude, move your hands. And then I move my hands, and my head split open, and he goes like in the shock. He turns white as a ghost. And then we go and look at it, and then I obviously go to the hospital and all that good stuff. So I tell the doctor, I'm like, listen, I don't know. Did I get knocked out? Because you see people get knocked out in the UFC. You see people get knocked. We've talked about it before. People get knocked out. They don't just spring up to their feet and stand there on their feet with their hands over their head. I don't know. Everything was dark, quiet, and peaceful for me. I didn't hear anything ringing. I didn't hear anything. And then the next thing I heard was this really calm voice in my head saying, open your eyes. That's never happened when you get your bell rung. I don't know. I have no idea, guys. What happened? He doesn't know. And I know, Michael Anthony, because you just caught on and you didn't even know what we were talking about. Tell him the story, because I went back to the doctor today. I told a crazy story last night, or the other week, Michael Anthony. I just pretensed it as I told this story many times. I did pretense it. And I'm continuing the story from going to the psychiatrist, which was a great one. So it was a good story. But anyway, I forget where I was, Michael Anthony, but it didn't matter because I was already over with the story. But yeah, that's what happened. And so I know. I was saying, like, I don't know, was I knocked out or not? I have no idea, guys. I really have no clue. I don't think I was. I think I was like floating on the other side of the other side of the life, and I just came back. I never got headaches or dizziness. It's kind of weird, but I am pretty retarded from getting hit in the head that hard. So I don't know. A lot of things went different, but who the hell knows? And There you go. That's the story right there, Michael Anthony, for you. And but yeah, I was telling how I went to the psychiatrist the other week, and that was a crazy. I'm telling you, that should have had I should have had my camera in there for you guys. I should have did a live event for you. I mean, I'm telling you, I was like over there cracking up. It was so crazy. And then I had to go to the brain specialist today, finally, Michael Anthony. He was finally good. He didn't think I was crazy, so that worked out well. I was telling him, I do a podcast. I do 2 shows a day. I do one in the morning and at night. How many crazy people could really keep it together for almost 2 years? I'm not that crazy like that. I'm crazy in different ways, but not bipolar crazy like the psychiatrist thought I was. She really thought I was whacked out of my mind. And so yeah, there you go. Oh, this Penguins scored 3-2, 10 minutes and 21 seconds left here. We might have to just go play by play for the Flyers game for the rest of the show. We did it for the what was it? The NCAA championship. Was that what it was? Yeah, I did the whole second half. That was a lot of fun, actually. That was a good time. And but yeah, I think we covered the whole entire market, Michael Anthony. And I was just kind of going through, and then you hopped on pretty late. So and we all need that type of doctor getting old. You're not kidding, Michael Anthony. I say just don't get hit in the head real hard. It's really crazy. And everything can be different like that. And I'm not going to lie. Like 1 minute you're laughing and cracking up with your buddy. And then the next minute your head split open and everything changes like just like that. It's so wild. So yeah, life can be crazy like that, Michael Anthony. And I try to laugh about it as much as possible. You guys know I say I'm blessed to be alive. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I don't think there's a person alive that's got hit by a 10-ton jack with the pressure of a 2-story house and told the story. The doctor sure didn't. He was like, "Yeah, that's an incredible story. I've never heard him get hit that hard and tell it." So he definitely thought it was wild. And so yeah, it's a fascinating one. I'm not gonna lie. I lived a fascinating story, Michael Anthony. I probably tell that story every single night. It never gets like not fascinating. I don't think. I'm sure it gets old, but it's a pretty fascinating story to survive something like that. And so yeah, there you go. What did you say right here? You went to one to get help to sleep, saying you had a certain problem, and then your other doctor told you that you didn't have that problem. That's so great. That's hilarious, Michael Anthony. And why don't you just, if you need help getting to sleep, why don't you just smoke a bone and go to bed? That's what's going to help you go to bed every single night. You just a little cannabis, a little gummy action or something. You'll be lights out, Michael Anthony. You'll sleep like a baby. You'll wake up feeling like $1,000,000. How about that? So there you are. And what happened there? All right, I was just watching the game. We don't have to do play by play. This game's getting real interesting. Oh, he hit his own player with the puck. That looked like it hurt. Holy cow! Shot the puck off his own player. So it's still 3-2 with 9 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third period. And the Penguins do have the puck in the Flyer zone. They're trying to. The thing is, I can't tell you what any of their numbers are or their names because their names are really hard to pronounce. But what a move! Wow, Flyers just had the puck, went in on sides, and he deked the defenseman, but he didn't get by him. And then they kept the puck in. Nice. He kept that in and kept it deep. And that's kind of what the Flyers need to do. And there you go. Nice little hit. They're going to finish every play with a hit. You know that. And it's going to be a physical ending right there in this game. That's for sure. And every time they blow a whistle, you know that somebody's going to be getting then another penalty, I guess. Holy cow. You want to talk about a lot of penalties. This series has had so many penalties. It's only the third game. How many? I mean, they had at one point they had 10 guys in the penalty boxes, Michael Anthony. They had 5 guys. They had the entire lines in the penalty box earlier in the second period. And the Flyers are going on a power play. Look at that. So they can kind of kill a little more time right here as we're doing, I guess, on this show. But let's see what this says over here. Gold steadies as the Hormuz standoff keeps inflation risk high. Japanese Japan's Nikkei crosses the 60,000 level for the first time on the tech rally. I was just saying that thing was up there looking kind of green right here. Wasn't that the Nikkei? It was over 60,000 right there. And it was back there probably too, but there you go. It's trying to recover, I guess. So there you are with the Nikkei in Japan. And the mediators push to get Iran, U.S. back in the negotiations on Friday. And I keep telling you, who are we talking to? I have no idea. I feel like Vance and then like Kushner and that other dude, they just should show up to somewhere and then like They just go home and say that they had like talks. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's really weird. The Tesla stock turns lower after earnings call. Here's what to know. And the S&P futures are a little change following another record-setting day for the benchmark right there. It was a record-setting day right there. It keeps on flying up, that's for sure. And let's see what the most active ones are over here, because that cheetah is. And look at that thing. Wait, hey, Doge Mama 9. Maybe it will get, I don't know, though. That thing's like under a penny. It has to reverse split at this point, cheetah. There's no way it can't. But let's see, what's it say today? Dilution fears from 100 million ATM program and a cash short 5 million acquisition. What does that even mean, anybody? I have no idea. But that could get set up in a couple, like in a week or so, next week. Maybe it runs Doge Mama 9 on like the reverse split where they get delisted, something like that. I don't know. That thing's not looking good down there, that's for sure. For your good old cheetah, we used to look at it all the time. It used to be pretty good one. LGHL, that line's kind of hanging out right there. And the Jag X is down too. Look at that. All them big cat ones we used to look at aren't looking good. Future Faraday had been running up there earlier, but pulling back there. No key is still up, but pulling back today. I didn't notice. I didn't notice it was down there, but that's pulling back. That BITO is a Bitcoin ETF. Poet's running up, Nvidias or whatever, NVTS running up. Here's that Elong Power. Look at that thing running back up there. Laptop Travel, we were talking about that last night. ONDS right there was spiking around a little bit. And ASBP way down there. What's that up to? Let's see, Aspire. I could get set up right there. I don't know if it's ready tomorrow, but it could be getting set up for next week. So keep an eye on that one right there. And yeah, there you go. I would say that's a pretty decent market review right there. Michael Anthony, I was saying earlier, we hadn't seen you in a while, so it was nice that I stayed on, I guess, a little later. Although I did take like a night off and a morning off. I wasn't feeling well over the weekend, so I did take a night off. That's unusual of me, and I have to set a day up with Nader again. Like I said, I had to cancel on Nader. I didn't want to do that. Monday night I wasn't feeling well, and Tuesday morning, I guess it was, I was like out of it completely, guys. And I'm starting to feel a little bit better, and then hopefully I get the right meds back tomorrow. I'll feel a lot better. So yeah, I realized the last week I was like kind of out of it completely. Yeah, I guess you don't really realize it until like, yeah, I don't even know. It's hard to explain, but I live in like a fog all the time with a brain injury. It's kind of weird, and I was feeling a lot better, and then all of a sudden I don't feel so enlightened anymore, and it's bizarre. But anyway, that's my life in a nutshell. What are you gonna do? And that's what everybody has to live with. Some kind of issue here or there. I just got whacked in the head too hard, so that's what happened to me. But anyway, at least we do the stock market. And like I say, the show, I think, has kept me alive. It's kept me, given me purpose. So I do appreciate all you guys like Michael Anthony hanging out every night. I know you like to hop on. Hey, Michael Anthony, are you going to buy ARM? Kramer, he recommended that you buy ARM tonight. Why, it's way up at the top. Luis Rodriguez was filling us in on the Kramer news right here. He said in the lightning round, ARM. And he also said buy Google's going to 400, and Google's like way up here. So I think he needs his head checked, Michael Anthony. I know you like Kramer a lot, but I don't know what the hell he's telling people. I mean, to buy that thing way up there sounds kind of bizarre to me, but what do I know? I don't have a clue. But yeah, there you go, Michael Anthony and Luis Rodriguez. MS in Florida. You guys want me to do the rest of the Flyers game? I can. I'm watching it right here. I can tell you exactly what's going on. Tell me if you want me to do play-by-play. Yeah, Michael Anthony, what do you think about Bitcoin? You always call some good calls on Bitcoin. Let me bring it up for you so you can see. What do you think here, Michael Anthony? It's been looking good. That's for sure. Here's your MACDs and your RSI. It's getting to the top. Remember I said it was creeping its way up to 86. I think it still tries to get up there. What do you think about that? Oh, well, there you go. Kramer doesn't know anything. He's getting old. Uh-oh, Michael Anthony's turning on his buddy right there. That's crazy, Michael Anthony. Don't turn on Kramer. And the Flyers just scored again. Yeah. On a power play. There you go. What a beautiful play right there. You want to talk about a hot team right there. There you go. That's what you do. You put the puck in the net when you need to. And There you go. Make it 4-2 because they had made it too close with that 3-2, 4-2. There you go, everybody. Flyers looking good. Scoring short power play goal right there for Noah Cates. There you are. And there's 7:20 left, and now it's 4-2. Now they got that lead back. They're going to get really physical again. They're going to try to rag that puck down in Penguin zone, and they're just going to be like super physical about it. Watch, and that's exactly what they're doing. Look at them keeping the puck on the boards and just smashing into every player that they see. And that's exactly what you're going to see happen. And they're going to beat them in the next 7 minutes probably without letting them even take a shot because they're going to be super physical. Watch. The Penguins may get a shot or two, but I don't think they're going to get a whole lot of quality shots off here just because of how physical the Flyers are about to be. You come in to try to shoot that puck, you're going to get drilled. And yeah, they just had like one almost quality shot right there. The Penguins are setting up. They're passing back and forth. I think they pulled the goal. It looked like an extra play. Or no, wait, they just got no because they scored. That couldn't have been delayed penalty on who now? What? Oh, it was a delayed penalty call on the Flyers. It must have been a hooking. I was like, where did that extra player go from? I didn't see anybody's arm up. I didn't see the referee's arm up. Did they call it a hooking call? On it was against. Let me see. 2 minutes. It's definitely a hooking, I guess. Couturier, the captain, right there, and did they say he hooked Crosby? I'm going to say they said he hooked Crosby. Let me see. Oh no, it wasn't Crosby. I don't know. There's a lot of weak calls in this series. I'll have to say that, especially in the last game, Penguins were getting away with all kinds of weak calls, but Flyers still beat them up pretty good. They shut them out last game, 3-0. It's 4-2. Penguins are taking a timeout. They have a power play, so they do have to get that goal back. Luckily, the Flyers just scored shorthanded right there, so that definitely helped them out. If you're a Flyers fan, if you're a Penguins fan, I'm sorry, can't help you with that because I like the Flyers. But anyway, let's see what the other games are doing, Zach, because I know your Minnesota game started at 9:30, and I'll just do the rest of this game 6 minutes. Hockey games don't last forever. It's not like basketball where like the last 2 minutes take like 50 minutes. It's kind of crazy. Speaking of basketball, the Pistons beat the Magic. Remember, it was tied at halftime. Pistons won 98-83, and the Suns are up 4-3. That game just started. They're over the Thunder, and obviously this game, the Flyers, Penguins 4-2. The Flyers are up. Oh, and your Wild game starts at what, 9:30? I thought, wasn't it? It says it's not even doing anything here. Let me see something. It's up to date. Oh, there it is. It is on. All right, it's just starting. That's why. So your Stars and Wild game is just starting right there, and then your Ducks and Oilers are playing at 10 p.m. and the Flyers are back in action right here. So I'll keep you updated if you guys want to know. Like I said, there's 6 minutes and 20 seconds left. The Penguins are on a power play. Let me put this bad boy over here so you don't have to look at the side of my face. How's that? There we go. I'll do that, and then I'll tell you, and then we can look at the market. Do it all. I usually don't put that there because it's distracting. Actually, it doesn't even bother me there. I should put that there more often. Maybe that's where I'm going to keep my iPad. Perfect. And yeah, I could see everything. Yeah, I always look over there. I miss half of everything. I could do that. That would work. And now the Penguins setting up. Oh, they could have had a quality shot, but he shot it wide. And one of the Flyers players was without a stick. He picked it back up, so it was basically like a 5-on-3. And Penguins trying to get set up, and it looks like it was just deflected out of play. So that's a good thing for the Flyers. They can get some fresh legs out there, get set up. Looks like it's going to be a face-off in the Flyers zone right now. And yeah, it looks like Sanheim got his stick on that. Crosby was trying to pass it across the ice. Sanheim got a stick on it and got it out of the it went over the boards right there. So we are about to have another face-off. Here we go. And Sid the Kid looks like he's in there, and I don't know who's going to be in there against him, but here we go. Let's see. I can't tell who it is, to be honest with you. And the Flyers, they didn't really win the face-off cleanly, but they ended up getting the puck somehow, but then they gave it up to the Penguins, and now the Penguins are, Sid the Kid had a good opportunity right there. I don't know if he missed the shot or if it was blocked. I couldn't even tell. He ripped one, and on a power play, Sidney Crosby missing that one. Oh, you almost just gave that up there. Penguin guy tried to drop it off back, and the Flyers player tried to go in for it, but didn't get it. Flyers got the puck in their own zone. They're trying to bring it out, and then they just shot it down the ice right there. Now the Penguins goalie lets it go around. The Penguins are coming back from their own zone, and now they're trying to skate up ice past half of center ice right there. Nice shot in behind the net, and it's coming back around. Penguins trying to get set up here on this power play. What do they have? 17 seconds left. It's back at the point. He just flipped it in right there on goal. Oh, they got a little bit of a shot. I don't know if it even went on net. He flipped one in on net from the point though. Another point shot right there. Save it looked like. Two good shots on goal. Obviously, they're getting some shots there on a power play. And the Flyers could be dangerous. Oh, they were on a 2-on-2. It was almost. I think it just got out of the box and it came right to them. Flyers are almost on like a 2-on-1/2-on-2. They did have a good play. I don't know if it went wide or got saved. It's hard to tell. It's moving so fast. This game is cruising along right here. These guys are flying. Penguins coming back down the ice. They just lost the puck in the Flyers zone. Flyers got it out of their zone and just flipped it up into the Penguins zone. So the Penguins are regrouping back here, and now they're trying to get set back up back to their blue line, and now back to center ice, and now they're trying to push it back into the Flyers zone. The Flyers are going back to get it. Nice little hit on the boards right there from one of the Penguins players, and they're trying to battle against the boards. And let's see, the Penguins ended up winning that battle, passed it out to the point, and it was a blocked one-timer right there, and then the Flyers went down with the puck and just kind of ragged it down there. Now the Penguins have it behind their net right now, and they're skating it out. 3 minutes and 23 seconds left, and the Penguins just bad pass right there. I guess he's offsides. Yeah, he's got to go get back on side. So the Flyers had a little time to rag it, and now they're coming back down there in the Penguin zone. A little shot on net. I don't know if it went out of play. Where the heck did the puck just go? I think it went out of play. And it looks like we're going to a commercial break right here, but there's 3 minutes and 10 seconds left, and it's 4-2 in the third period, and I'll keep you guys updated. I could do sports, that's for sure. I just don't know any of their names or numbers, but that doesn't matter. And look at that. You're the Stars already. Holy cow, Zach. How'd they get up so fast on your Wild right there? 1-0. The Stars up with 18:35 left in the first period. And the Stars taking an early lead over our Minnesota Wild. Zach's Minnesota Wild. So he's not happy about that, I'm sure. And then the Thunder are up 15-14 now over the Suns. So there you go with that game in the NBA, 17-14 it looks like. So we'll just watch this commercial real quick. We'll talk about the market when the Flyers game comes back on. I'll do the play-by-play. Like I said, what was there, 3 minutes left or something? 3:10 left, not much time. And they don't call a million timeouts, so that's always good. So, yeah, tomorrow, let's look and see what's going to be hopping for tomorrow. And go. I think that nuclear could continue to run up. That's looking good, guys. NKLR. I didn't jot it down right here, but I should have because I forgot to. And Oklo and them guys. And you know what else is looking good? And we named these guys. What were they? 4Us. That was cruising today. And then that Uroy right here. You can watch this. The uranium plays. UEC right here, Michael Anthony. This does not look too bad either. One of your plays right there, that uranium one. That looks pretty good. It looks like the Flyers game is going to be coming back from the commercial break here. But, yeah, these guys all look good. Red Wire should continue its way up there tomorrow. Not looking bad. ASPI looking pretty decent as well. Uranium definitely looking good. Luis Rodriguez. CCJ, that was the one. That was a uranium one right there. That looked really good right there. Uroy, the metals company, Laptop Travel gave out this one. That one looks pretty healthy. QSI looks good, and QuantumScape looks good too, guys. Keep an eye on both of them right there. They look pretty good. Circle's trying to circle its way back up here, and this Flyers game is circling its way back on, I think. So there you go, and this is the ETA, or ETF, I mean the ETA. The ETF for Circle, CRCA, that looked pretty good as well. And Sly, whoop, that one, hold on, SLI right here. Was an aluminum one? Lithium one. That one was looking pretty good. I forgot what it was right there. And, of course, that Big Bear, you can keep an eye on that one. And here we go with our Flyers. They dropped the puck, and it looks like the Penguins won the face-off. They got it back anyway. And they're going to come down the ice. Their goalie, they're going to bring an extra attacker out here. And they have 6 players, so they have no goaltender. They're pulling the goalie. He was skating down the ice with the players, and they're in the Flyer zone. They're trying to get set up. It's along the boards. They're just kind of passing it back and forth. They can't. Oh, it just crossed the blue line. The Penguins got to skate back out to center ice and now back into their zone to get set back up here. They do have 6 players, and they're back in the Flyer zone. They're getting set back up. That was a nice play right there. I guess the puck went out of play. I don't even know what just happened. I'm telling you, this thing's moving so fast. I can barely. It looked like he passed it. It must have got deflected out. Sometimes when they get deflected and they go out of play, you don't even see where it goes. Like, yeah, it's really hard on the television to see how fast, or they have it too low to camera angle. You don't even know that it goes out of play. But that's what it appeared like. It went out of play right there, and they're having a face off in the Flyers zone to the right of the goaltender, and let's see who's going to win this face-off. It looks like it was kind of a draw. It kind of sat there. The Penguins did regain possession. Oh, they had a nice pass out front and a big one-timer. It got blocked down. I didn't even think it made it to the net. It just got blocked down by a ton of people, and then the Penguins tried to pass it back to the point, and then he just put it all the way down to his own end, and they had to go all the way down there to get it. And remember, they don't even have a goalie in there, so they didn't have a goalie to come play it. Luckily, he didn't shoot it in his own net, and then they just gave up the puck to the Flyers, and the Flyers just shot it down. They just dumped it all the way down. They're chasing it down. The Penguins regained it in their own zone. They're skating around. 2 minutes left, everybody, in this game. Let's see the Penguins coming up to center ice. They just dumped it in. It won't be an icing. And the Flyers coming back to regain it, shot around their net, and they're trying to just get it up the boards a little bit, push it out, and he did. He pushed it through and all the way down to the Penguins end again, and the Penguins have to go down and get it. He's skating in front of his net with no goalie, and now there they go with 1:35, and they're trying to get some speed, and they're crossing the blue line past the center ice into the Flyer zone right here, and let's see if the Penguins can get set up. He's going around the net, and he still has a puck back to the point. Point man just kind of passed it. And it came out to a Penguin player. He got a good shot off, but it got blocked by the goalie. And then the Flyers, they look like they're about to score on the empty net. And he does. The Flyers score empty netter. It's 5-2, folks. And there you go. The Flyers are up in this series 3-0. Oh, my goodness. They bring them brooms next time, because there you go. Who is number 74? I forget who the players are. Oh, is that Tippett right there? That's the guy that made that amazing play the other night. Holy cow, he deserves it. Tippett right there. And another amazing play. He clipped that puck up there and then beat everybody down the ice for an open netter right there. Tippett's an animal right now. That was Tippett right there. Look at that. He made one of the greatest plays ever against the Penguins the other night, MS in Florida. So, yeah, that was an insane goal the other night, and he had the assist on it. But that play he made when he deked the 2 Penguins players and basically made them collide, went down to his knee, got up, and passed the puck over for that goal. That goal was nasty, and it's 5-3. This game's, I would say, over right now, because there's 1:07 left, and it's 5-3, 5-2. I mean, what am I talking about? 5-2. Don't give the Penguins an extra goal. It's 5-2. Whoa, the Penguins coming down trying to score. Oh, they're about to get roughed up, because he just went flying into the crease right there. But the Flyers kept their edge, and they didn't really do anything crazy right there. So I'm not sure what they're doing. But, yeah, 58 seconds left. We'll just come out to the bottom of this and see what happens. And Uranium by the dips right there. Lightbridge, is that a Uranium one, Luis Rodriguez? I'm not sure. LTBR, let's see. Why can't I type it in? I don't know. Let's try it again. LTBR. There we go. Lightbridge. I knew what it was. That's an electrical equipment, but that does look really good, Luis Rodriguez. I'm going to write that one down. LTBR right there. All right, 50 seconds left. The Penguins have it. They just tried to shoot it on net. It didn't even make it. The puck just got blown out to center ice right there. Penguins have it. They're trying to skate back. They're trying to regroup, and he keeps going back past his he shoots it around his net. The Penguins have it. They're going to, I guess, try to make one more run at it right here. They're kind of get down. That looked like it was going to be offsides, to be honest with you. I guess they're not going to call it, but let the game finish. It looked like a Penguins player was offsides. Maybe I'm wrong. And the Flyers just dumped it out all the way down the ice, and it is not going to be icing. It shouldn't have been. Yeah, it was waved off. It looked like it was a perfect dump. It like died right before it got down to down to the red line, so it couldn't be icing. And the Penguins are just going to rag it right there. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the Flyers. And now you got some action at center ice. Let's go. Uh-oh, I see some action happening. That's what I figured would happen right here at the end of the game. And let's see, two of them want to get battling. That's that Martone guy. He's like 19-year-old kid. This dude's he's got Crosby. Has he got Crosby? Is that Crosby or no? I can't tell. Who is that? Nah, it's not Crosby. It's 81. It looked like a 7 right there. It's 81. I was like, does he have Crosby? That would have been great. And so yeah, there's Martone, 19-year-old kid. And and his Penguins dude trying to throw some punches at him. He's still yapping his mouth. And yeah, bring out them brooms right there, Zach, because it looks like the Penguins are going to get swept. I mean, they're coming back in. The game should be in a Friday night game here in Philadelphia. They're always interesting. And so yeah, it should be Friday night, and it should be Thursday. Wait, is it Saturday? Hold on, Saturday night game. Wow, it's a Saturday game 4. They're skipping a day. I mean, tomorrow, Lightning and Canadians. Wait, tomorrow's what? Today's Thursday? I don't know. Today's Thursday. Hold on. What the heck is going on? Today's Wednesday. I mean, tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow there's Sabres and Bruins, Hurricanes, Senators, Avalanche, and Kings. Then Friday, Lightning, Canadians, Golden Knights, Mammoth, and the Oilers and Ducks. And then Saturday, you got your Hurricanes and Senators at 3 p.m., Stars and Wild at 5:30, and then your night game is your Penguins and Flyers Saturday night. Game 4 should bring out the brooms right there, everybody. So interesting stuff right there. And there you go. I would say that was fun, huh? And let's see what's going on in our basketball game. 23-16, the Thunder are over the Suns right now. And Zach, your Wild needs to come back. They're still down 1-0 to the Stars with 12 minutes and 6 seconds left. So there you go. And bring out them brooms right there. No, they don't do the handshakes yet. They when the series is over, Zach, after each game, they'll just go to when the series is over is when they have to shake hands. Tomorrow they'll be shaking hands. Yeah, that'll be tomorrow or Saturday night, not tomorrow. Next game, Saturday night, they'll bring out the brooms. They'll shake hands, hopefully, and they'll send Crosby on his merry way. Let's put it that way. The Flyers just came back out, threw out a puck to a kid right there. They want this kid to get it. He has a Tippett jersey on, and they're saying to give it to this kid. That's awesome. That's so cool. I'm telling you, hockey players are the best. They come out. Here comes Zagaris. He throws out a puck to people, probably hand out a stick. No, he's keeping a stick. I thought he was going to give it away. But yeah, they're just great guys. I mean, just constantly. And here comes the captain right here to give something away as well, I'm sure. And give everybody an applause. Yeah, there's nothing like hockey. I mean, these guys are so badass. Couturier, Flyers, I'm telling you, yeah, look, they pass their sticks over, give them to all the kids and stuff. Awesome stuff you see. I always talk about it too. I told you I used to hang out with like Carter, and a couple of the guys. They would literally, I told you a story not long ago. They'd see kids playing hockey. They'd pull over and just start playing with them, like signing their sticks and stuff. Kids would go home and be like, we just played with like the Flyers top players, and their parents were probably like, you're crazy, but they had the autographs to show for it. Yeah, I'm not even lying. It was crazy. And but that's just the way they were. They were always like that. There was never anything not like that with them. And so yeah, I have to say, hockey dudes are good, but the sport's amazing. Portillo's right here. That's that restaurant one. Had an upgrade to $9 today. How about that? And an insider bought it at $7.50 to $8, according to Michael Anthony. I didn't know anything about it, but Michael Anthony's following this restaurant, Portillo's right there. He likes it. And what kind of restaurant? I don't even know. What do they sell? Did we ever look at it? Portillo's. Whoa, look at that. Lemon is back. That looks pretty damn good. Look at that lemon cake shake. Holy cow. Is that why you like it, Michael Anthony? You probably like that lemon cake shake. Where the hell are these things located at? I have no idea. Where do we find? I don't want to do that because it'll probably put my house up there, and you guys will know exactly where I am. So I'll be looking for it. No, I'm just kidding. Portillo's right there, though. Yeah, look at that bad boy. There's your restaurant right there. You're not in Cheetah. You saw the dungeon with it. Yeah, that thing's in the dungeon for sure, Doge Mom and I'd say stay clear. I don't know about this one. could be a little bit scary right here. It is at 4 cents. Um, maybe it tries to get one little run, but let it curl up here. It's still got a little bit of time. You can tell in the histogram and the curl up right there. It's not going to pop tomorrow, so we'll keep an eye on that cheetah and see what it wants to do there. And if it does want to curl before it has like a reverse split or offering or whatever the hell they're going to do, get delisted, I'm not sure what they're going to do, but something's going to happen. And what did you say, Michael Anthony, right here? Yeah, Zach was one game ahead. It's all right, Zach. You're on point though. They're gonna shake hands and the brooms will come out on Saturday. That's all. And the Dow S&P 500 Nasdaq futures pulled back after the record session on Strait of Hormuz. Uncertainty right there. And there you go. So there you are, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. I even did a little play-by-play Flyers game for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy my play-by-play. And I did it twice now. I should just do some sports action. I don't know people's names, but I could definitely talk fast. I think that's all you need to do is be able to talk fast, and you can do sports commentary. You guys know I can talk fast. The doctors and all are like, "Damn, dude, you could talk really fast." I'm like, "I know." Michael Anthony tells me to slow down all the time, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" No, I don't really mention your name, Michael Anthony, but I do say I can talk really fast, and I talk a lot faster after I got hit in the head. It's kind of bizarre. Don't ask me why, but I definitely do. My reading's terrible. I talk real fast, and I don't know what else happened. So there you go, everybody. And yeah, be careful on cheetah. That's for sure. So there you are, and we'll keep our eyes on this market for tomorrow morning. We'll be on at 7 a.m. to do our pre-market show and go over everything. UAMY was another one looking pretty good there, guys, to try to continue its way up there. That's in a good spot. Critical metals, all them things. So we'll look at them all tomorrow morning, and we'll see what's going to be going on and what our best opportunities going on for Thursday. So you guys enjoy the rest of your night. I hope you guys enjoyed some NHL Flyers commentary right there and the rest of the market breakdown. So there you go. That's what our market looked like, and the Mag 7 was cruising. And let's just take a quick look before we hop off and just see what oil looks like again. It's down the after hours. Like I said, it doesn't look great. If anything, guys, I would say it's rolling off right here. It's not going to pop up through the MACD. So like I was saying before, you might have a little pop-up with oil, but it's not going to cross that MACD, and this whole entire situation is going to fizzle out. Don't ask me how, because I don't know who the hell they're talking to in Iran, but for some reason, something is taking place here, and I don't understand it. But don't ask me to understand anything. I'll just tell you what's happening by the stock charts, just like I told you last week that they were going to federally re-regulate the cannabis industry and the federal regulations. And there you go, reclassify it. And there you go. They mentioned it today that it could possibly happen like today. And I don't think it happened today, but I'm sure it's going to happen. Again, you could tell by these stock charts that it was setting up to do it. Why I didn't load up on them, now that's beyond me, so I have no clue. But anyway, there you go, everybody. That's our market review right there. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Be sure to like the show. Hope you like the NHL commentary and our stock market commentary, of course, and Michael Anthony and Doge Mama 9, and of course Zach hanging out on YouTube today. Look at him. He's usually on the X feed. MS in Florida's hanging out, always hangs out in the pre-market, so be sure to tune in tomorrow morning as well. And everybody else like Rob and Sam, Fly Eagles Fly was on there, and some other people were on here. Who else was on here earlier? I forget who else was there. I'm missing somebody. I know Fly Eagles Fly was there. I know Zach was talking earlier. Somebody else had mentioned something. I forget, but I apologize if I skipped you. And but anyway, everybody enjoy your night. Maybe it was just Fly Eagles Fly. But whatever. All of you guys, enjoy your night, Luis Rodriguez and everybody else. Go watch that Minnesota game. Hockey's awesome. I'm going to put it on right now, actually, and watch it. It's still 1-0. The Stars are up, it looks like. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, it's still 1-0, it says. And there you go. So catch you guys at 7 a.m. Enjoy the rest of your night. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys in the morning.